countdown.
Let's go. What's up, Dr. Delay? What's happening?
How's it going, everyone? I am me. I'm Dr. Delay. And we have another special for you guys today. We're doing another Rhino and Delay show. Look at that.
It's been a while, Delay.
It has. Yes, it's been a long time.
A hot minute, that's for sure. But hopefully many, many more of these. We're covering the NFL honors today. So tons of awards, and Dr. Delay's got them all there. This guy is always ready because the doctor's in the house.
So ready that everything's spamming and breaking over here on my end. But hey, we're gonna make it through anyway.
That's always what happens.
Yeah. But all right, we got it. We're gonna make it happen. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting for all this stuff to kind of happen. I don't know. I'm looking at Cam Jordan on my screen right now. Actually, not a big fan of Cam Jordan. He made some comments towards Ben a few years ago I didn't really like. I don't know.
Not a fan?
Not a fan of Cam. Hopefully he's not a Hall of Famer one day. Hopefully he's never a Hall of Famer. But yeah,
possibly. But yeah, I don't think so. But we could save that for when he's actually one of the fighters. So possibly up there. But I'm actually we're doing the red carpet right now, which is totally new to me. But I'm kind of curious why you didn't dress up. Where's the suit and tie there, Delay?
Well, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the sentence.
That's pretty much it. No, we're doing the hoodie. I actually brought this hoodie back just because it's all I wore for the Delay and Rhino show. That is it. I didn't really. I don't know. I was gonna wear. I have a jersey underneath, a Ben jersey.
How does that work? Why hide the jersey underneath?
Well, just in case it gets hot in here, I'll just take it off. But I'll make sure to turn off the camera, even though of course we won't show any skin. Don't want to just be odd. But yeah, appreciate you guys all for hanging out again. I don't know how this will do, but yeah, we're just gonna be talking football, kind of reacting to everything that happens. Which of course, again, they're doing their little Hollywood thing. Pretty interesting that they're trying to compare themselves to Hollywood right now, but that's what they're doing. And so hopefully, again, this is kind of over with and we can get on to the actual awards. Of course, a big thing tonight, which I'm really interested to talk about, is the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame, of course, up to 5 in the regular class, and of course, they have a special class. I don't really know that special class and how it works like for the older players. I don't know if there's a limit or whatever. But yeah, so I'm kind of interested in discussing that. We're just discussing football in general. And of course, everyone in the chat, don't hesitate to chat it up. We'll get to you guys. We love talking to the chat. Chat is forever and always will be a big part of our channels. So don't hesitate.
One of the biggest parts. We'll shout out Dallas Giants fan, Orioles Birdwatcher, fellow streamer, and play-by-play with JJ. Joining the action. Yeah, buddy. Appreciate that. And some more. Those are the few people I see on my side. Who do you see on your side there, Dylan?
I can't even see anything on your side. I don't know. Anyway, I got Orville. I got Goku, George, Scott, Yin Yang. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Abraham, thank you guys all for hanging out tonight. Again, hopefully, again, it's a worthwhile stream. Again, we'll try to get to the chat as often as I can. Do we know who's going to the Hall of Fame? We do not yet. Not yet. No, that's going to probably happen.
We know who's not going to the Hall of Fame, and that's Bill Belichick and Eli Manning.
Bill Belichick and Eli, not happening. Again,
this year.
Yeah, this year. Well, Bill Belichick this year. Eli, I think, might never happen, and we can discuss that if you want. But yeah, Belichick, I personally can't believe that they did that. I mean, they're holding something against him. I get he's a cheater. I get it. But he's still the greatest. He is most accomplished regardless. And I think what they did was pretty scummy. They kind of, it came out that some of the people that were voting against him or not really voting against him, they're saying, well, I want Ken Anderson to get in, or I want Roger Craig to get in, or L.C. Greenwood. It's like, I don't know how often they're going to get up here. I'm like, that makes no sense. It's supposed to be the best of the best. It's not supposed to be a participation trophy, and that's essentially what it's turning into. They're ruining the Hall of Fame in the NFL. We don't need it to become the NBA Hall of Fame, where all you got to do is play, and then you're in. The NFL is supposed to be the cream of the crop, and
I think they're trying to like right their wrongs from years ago, and I don't know about that. I mean, Ken Anderson, Roger Craig, to me, I think they're borderline. They both had some solid careers, but a little bit before my time, so I didn't get to really watch much of them live. But looking at their stats and highlights and things, they're way up there. Just, we gotta have the bar somewhere, and unfortunately, there's going to be people under the bar, like Joe Flacco, to me. I don't see him ever making a Super Bowl. You can't put him up there.
Well,
but
yeah,
Eli,
no, Flacco.
You have Eli below that bar, which is fair. We have to have that line, but, oh, man, it gives us things to talk about as well. So
I guess. I don't know. I mean, Ken Anderson, again, I mean, yeah, a lot of the older Gen Xers and the boomers will tell you he was great. I don't really know if they even agree he's a Hall of Famer. Again, I kind of look at it as era. How was he against, the other 70s and early 80s quarterbacks? I mean, I don't think of him as the cream of the crop, so he shouldn't get in. L.C. Greenwood was probably the fourth best defensive lineman on the steel curtain. Now, again, all great players, but Joe Green, then it's probably Mad Dog White, Ernie Holmes, and then it's L.C. Greenwood. Again, I think that's more of a pity thing. Roger Craig first, I think, running back to ever have 1,000 rushing and receiving.
That's the big thing.
But I mean, is he, again, an all-time back? I don't think so. Again, he's more known because of the Super Bowl victory. So again, I guess we're going to start handing, we'll put in Julian Edelman now in the Hall of Fame. I mean, is that really what so exactly, that's exactly, again, we don't need to put in these people that are clearly not the best of the best. We want the best of the best. And I think, again, I mean, these people putting them in are they're participation trophies now, essentially. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You got to put in Belichick, and then, yeah, and again, for the Eli thing, I personally never thought he was that great. Again, I had those great plays. He beat blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get it. That's not really a strong argument. As a career, again, he was never a top-tier quarterback, had some top-tier moments, but a lot of mediocrity in those 16, 17 years. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame is not for the mediocre, and to me, I like Eli Manning because he beat the Patriots twice in the Super Bowl, and he had those 2 Super Bowl runs, but, like, he wasn't a top 3 quarterback in the NFC. He wasn't a top 6 quarterback in the league ever. You know what I mean? I know he was in a few Pro Bowls, but they had to be alternates. He wasn't the top guy. So if you're not a top guy or a top 6 guy, like, ever, like, how are you going to make the Hall of Fame? It just doesn't make sense to me. So I get it, but they have to have a good formula. I feel like we have to have some formula.
mean, it should just be the best. Who's the best on the ballot? That to me makes sense. I'm seeing a question here. Do you think Derrick Henry is a first ballot Hall of Famer? I love Derrick Henry. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think he's great. I don't know about first ballot, man, but to me, he's a for sure Hall of Famer. First ballot, man. I don't know if he's one of the greatest. I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. He's really great.
I feel like he had a slow start to his career. But then, like, the back end of his career, he was a beast. He was just a powerhouse.
Yeah, once he started going is when Tennessee started getting going with Vrabel in 2018, 2019, I believe. They made it to the AFC Championship.
We judge quarterbacks on Super Bowl wins and things like that, and we don't do that for running backs. But I feel like if Derrick Henry had a Super Bowl, maybe that would help his case, but he doesn't. Like, Marshall Faulk, he got that one Super Bowl. Awesome. He went to another. But he was doing great things like what Roger Craig did, but he was doing it more consistently and doing it more effectively.
Yeah.
So, like, Derrick Henry, I don't know, how many years was he, like, top level?
I mean, he was pretty good. I mean, he already has, I think, 11,000 yards. I can kind of look that up real quick.
Wow, that's crazy.
In fact, he's already number 10 all time. He's at 13,000. Honestly, yeah, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I didn't realize he was already at 13.
Especially to be honest with you. In this NFL, in this new,
I mean, there's not going to be that many. As far as like current players, you got Saquon all the way down at 8,300. So that is a sizable gap, 4,700 yards separating the active rushing leaders. No, I didn't even realize he had 13. I thought he was at 11. My bad. No, that guy's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And again, for me, he was fringe, but that is breaking news to me. He's so good.
Passing league, and he's outclassing current people, and he's up there top 10 all time, right? So that's even crazier when we don't run the ball as much. So
yeah. No, for sure. Well, I mean, the Ravens again run the ball more than, but I mean,
What? Yeah. What
just,
about
it
beast
works for them.
mode? We got because Mike P
What's up?
says Henry's a monster. Him at
Hmm.
beast mode. How do you feel about beast mode? I feel like he's a
I was
step or two
never,
below.
I was never a Marshawn Lynch guy, and yeah, if it were up to me, I wouldn't vote him in. That's just me. Again, he had some nice moments, but really, he was just I don't know. I think he was just a 4 yards carry type of guy. I mean, that's really what he was. Again, the Beastquake. Everyone remembers the Beastquake. I don't know how many people actually saw it live, or you maybe saw a highlight of it, but I think that's really the defining moment of his career. And outside of that run, yeah, I mean, yeah, had a nice defense in Seattle for many years, pretty good, but I don't think I put him in the Hall of Fame. That's just me though. I
He'll
have a very
probably
I have a very high bar.
he'll probably be like one of those guys. Like 30 years later, they're like, "Oh, let's put him in there now." Like what they're doing with like Sterling Sharp and who else was it last year? But they get those old timers are like, let's throw them
Hmm.
in now. I don't like that. I think like if they
Yeah.
miss their time, they miss their time. What do
I
you mean you're
think,
gonna vote
yeah,
them
there
in
should be
later?
like a 5-10 year window. And then after the 10 years, it's like, okay, we don't need like, it wasn't good enough, a decade after they retired, and there's
Right?
so many more players now. I don't
It
know.
doesn't make any sense. That bothers me. Like Sterling Sharp was like really good. He should have made it in back then, but he didn't because I know he had a shorter career. But like,
Yeah.
why in 2025 is he enshrined? I don't understand that.
I
So
don't know. Yeah. I think Drew Pearson also was another guy that just got enshrined a few years ago. He played in the 70s or 80s for the Cowboys, and then again, just now getting in. I don't. Again, goes back to the Ken Anderson, Roger Craig, LC Green was like, why now? Like, again, there's clearly a much better candidate on that ballot, and Belichick, and he was kept off because, whatever.
stupid.
But
That's just. I
it's
mean,
ridiculous.
I am probably one of the biggest haters of Bill Belichick, but I am a supporter of him making the Hall of Fame right
Yeah.
away.
So
So
I think most of us hate the guy.
yeah,
Most of again, my team back there suffered a lot. Again, we feel like we were cheated out. A lot of those legit cheated, by the
yep,
way. And then,
yeah.
of course, on the other side of my screen, the Colts, of course, had a nice rivalry with the Patriots, and a lot of crazy stuff happened in those games.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, but again, we can acknowledge, put aside our differences, and accept that, hey, this guy's a Hall of Famer, and he should have been first ballot. So makes me a little bit nervous for Ben next year. Ben will be eligible, and I'm hoping that he gets in first ballot. I believe he is worthy of that. Again, that's probably another debate. Many people will probably say no, but
Yeah.
I think he is. I think he is one of the greatest to ever play the game. And of course, Bill not making it. Now I'm very worried. I don't know if that's a for sure thing with Ben.
No, it has to be. It's a slam dunk. He was one of the top like quarterbacks in AFC, for years, and then he won a couple Super Bowls. So it's a slam dunk. He should be a first ballot. Just like Breeze and Fitzgerald, they're first ballot Hall of Famers. I'm not the biggest fan of Ben Roethlisberger, but he's amazing. But what drove me crazy, I'm going to tell you what drives me crazy with Ben Roethlisberger. He pump faked all the time. And I really, really feel that those weren't pump fakes. Like, he was going to throw the ball.
No, he
and
probably
he's just
was.
like, no, no. And
Yeah.
he's like, nope, no. Like, those are
it
not
was
pump
beautiful.
fakes. Those are like, changing my mind. And that's what drove
he
me
was just
crazy
that
with
good.
that guy.
He was just that
able
good.
to just like nope, and that's why the pump fake worked so much because he didn't even know that he wasn't going to throw the ball.
Yeah, no, he was just a legend again. I miss him. Obviously, the Steelers haven't had much success since he's been gone, so definitely ready for our next Big Ben. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but yeah, I mean, definitely nervous about him being a first ballot again. For sure, Hall of Famer, but first ballot, I don't know. I really want. I think he's deserving of it, but of course, again with the Belichick thing, now it's like I don't know.
What do you think? Oh, they got the assistant coach of the year up there. So I thought they were doing more of a red carpet. So they're letting us know this. Breaking news. Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels wins the assistant coach
Wow.
of the year.
Yeah, they just kind of did that out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're just like, wow,
Candidates.
breaking news.
That's kind of lame. So the candidates for that were Vic Fangio from Philadelphia, Brian Flores from Minnesota, Vance Joseph from Denver, Clint Kubiak from Seattle, and Josh McDaniels from New England. Of course, Josh McDaniels has just been with the Patriots forever. Of course, in between, he's went somewhere else and failed, and then came back to New England, have success. So it seems like Josh should probably get the message to stay with the Patriots, and of course, wins himself another award. Not really I mean, he could win another ring. I don't know how many rings that'll be for him if he wins this Sunday. I mean, that's got to be. I mean, I don't know. Has he won all 6 there? Anyway, yeah, no. I mean, that's another award for him. He's quite accomplished. Maybe one of the better assistant coaches of all time. One of the best assistant coaches. I don't know if that's ever a thing. I don't know if you can get in on rings like that. Hey, it's one of the greatest assistant coaches of all time. I bet Patriot fans would probably push for that.
Yeah. But, they're chatting it up there with Sean Alexander, who had a pretty solid career, but another guy that's below the bar in the Hall of Fame. In my eyes, like
you say, Sean Alexander,
he did have an MVP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you on NFL Network? You are, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I am. Is he on the team? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm watching, but I'm not watching, I guess.
Yeah. Because right now it's the red carpet at the moment. So, yeah. But he had an MVP. He was awesome. But, yeah, I think he was only a 3-time Pro Bowler. So, it's definitely
well, that's becoming kind of less and less valuable now as time progresses.
I hate what the Pro Bowl has become. So you're annoyed with the Hall of Fame, but the Pro Bowl has become garbage when you have Joe Flacco in the Pro Bowl this year and Shedeur Sanders. How does Shedeur Sanders get into the Pro Bowl?
Of course, reignited. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the first one that I can remember a few years ago was Tyler Huntley. I'm sure you probably remember Tyler Huntley getting in, and that was just like, wow. Again, it already had been like regressing, throughout the years, but that was the first one. And of course, Shedeur's the latest. Even again, Flacco as well. Flacco getting in there, again, he was bouncing around and pretty crazy stuff. But
it's
the Pro Bowl is
Flacco and Burrow because
yeah, they're both on the same team.
From the same team.
Which Flacco was on Shedeur's team too. It's crazy how it all worked out.
And how many? Yeah, that's right. How many wins did the Browns have? And Joe Flacco, like between Shedeur Sanders, Pro Bowler on the Browns. Like
Shedeur actually went 3-4. I mean, he got carried hard by defense, but yeah, he did go 3-4. And Flacco, didn't really do too great. But yeah, no, it's a joke. I heard of this idea, and I really like this idea. Let me know what you think. Is that the Pro Bowl should at this point, again, personally, I want the game to be brought back, but that's a separate thing. What they should do for the Pro Bowl is pretty much, if you're not going to do anything, if you're not going to play the actual game, just name the Pro Bowlers. They're the best, and that is who the actual Pro Bowlers. Now, again, if you want to throw in other games in there, again, that's how Shedeur gets in, but you don't get the honor of being called a Pro Bowler. I think that would kind of fix at least a little bit as far as who's called a Pro Bowler or not. So again, this year would have been the AFC, I guess Drake May, Josh Allen, and I don't know who the third guy would be, but you get my point. And then of course, they don't want to play. Then that's where Shedeur and that's where Flacco and that's where Kenny Pickett can be, nominated to go to the Pro Bowl. But again, you don't get the honor of being called that. I think that would be a good way to
I feel like
going forward.
For quarterbacks, at least. The other positions, it's not as crazy as what's happening with the quarterback. So I feel like it should be like a rating like PB1, PB2, PB3, and then PBA, which is Pro Bowl alternate. So like what kind of Pro Bowler were you? Oh, I was 1, I was 3, I was 2, or I was an alternate. So like it makes it more specific. Because you're just throwing Shedeur in there, but like, oh, Peyton Manning, I don't know offhand, like 11-time Pro Bowler. Then it's like Shedeur Sanders. It's like what?
Yeah. Shedeur's almost. He's on his way. Shedeur's going to be a 10-time Pro Bowler.
Right? You can have something stupid like that, but just because everybody opts out, he keeps opting in, so they could do that, and then it would just be a legendary Pro Bowler like all the time. It'd be so dumb.
No, it just needs to be done away with. Or at least, again, like they should just again, name the Pro Bowl team. But again, when those people opt out, then you have your substitutes. But again, you don't get the honor of being called a Pro Bowl. You still go and have fun. You have a good time. You go, free stuff, whatever.
But they still are playing in the Pro Bowl. So I feel like you got to call them like Pro Bowl alternate. So it's not a Pro Bowl. You're Pro Bowl alternate.
That's fine. Call them an alternate. That's
because
fine.
Otherwise they got to change the name of the Pro Bowl because you got these non-Pro Bowlers playing in the Pro Bowl. So it's kind of like, eh.
Personally, again, I think they could get the full game back. I really do. The NFL wouldn't do it. But I think if you just kind of pay these guys like, hey, you got voted to do this, we're going to pay you X amount of dollars to come out there. Money really does talk. And I think if you paid them a lot of money, you could make that Pro Bowl game great once again. And I would love to see it. I know I got to see a little bit of the Pro Bowl growing up, and it was, it was still pretty good back then. It wasn't, as intense as it was, I guess, back in the 80s and 90s, but it was more intense than the two-hand touch that it became in the 2010 era, and that was terrible. And of course, they did away with it because it was so bad.
Yep. Casey on my side said hello, Delay. What's up? What's
up, man? Again, I'm sorry. I'm looking at talking to you, now looking at the chat. My bad. Let's see here.
Taterhead
awards have been given.
Flacco
just got here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. Joe Flacco beat Pittsburgh with no one playing and no lineman.
Who said that?
Taterhead said Joe Flacco beat Pittsburgh with nobody playing. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, you beat the Tomlin-led Steelers. Congrats. Okay, so let's see what awards have been given. So it was just one, Nick. It was just the assistant coach of the year, which went to Josh McDaniels. So he gets an award before his Super Bowl Sunday. So congrats to him. Again, that's really it as of now. Nothing else has happened. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys again for tuning in. Again, I'll try to get to the chat as often as I can. Chat is very important.
It is the most important.
Yes, very important to the channels.
So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to post in my chat Dr. Delay's link, so you make sure you go over there and subscribe to him. And
let's see if I
give
can
him some more subs. So bam, posting that out there. And let me post it on the other side as well.
Well, I appreciate that. Let me go ahead and try to.
Because you guys got to sub it up to Dr. Delay. He is rising super high, and not even a year
right now
of streaming this guy.
No, very blessed. I am very blessed indeed. Not so much the last 2 weeks,
links,
but yeah.
Sub it up over there.
Here. Then on my side, Chris. Here you go. Here's the link for Rising Rhino, again, friend of the channel. So make sure, again, to sub it up over there, as he will be calling the Super Bowl as well as I. So, again, I know I have, Chris, I know he goes in between streams.
Yep,
DJ goes in between. A lot of us, kind of share a lot of subs. So make sure, again, to sub if you haven't already subbed to Rising Rhino.
Oh, DJ, I'm just drinking coffee right now, so I'm tired, man. Staying up late.
Soda. Look at this.
Waking up early.
It's an authentic Coke glass. I don't know how my parents. I hope they didn't steal it from a restaurant, but that's what I was given. So I will gladly take it.
Classic. Yeah, hopefully we can do more collabs and get the show going. Later on in August and a better time, because the morning it was great. It was fun. It's just. Nobody was up that early. I thought maybe it would beat the crowd and people would flock in, but they're like, nope. So a better time on the weekends or in the evening for that show. It's going to take off, man.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because I think we have some good chemistry and a lot of good takes. And
I would say I have a lot of great takes for sure.
I
would say I'm pretty good. I mean, they call me a doctor after all. The doctor,
you call yourself doctor. You're self-appointed
I'm also called
doctor.
Doc in the chat. I'm called Doc in the chat.
Where's your stethoscope? You don't have a stethoscope or a white
I don't need to answer
coat,
to anybody. I don't need to answer to anybody. So that's
do you have your lab coat underneath? No, you have a jersey.
I'm just going to keep saying
you have to answer to everybody. You're a doctor.
I don't. I really don't, actually. I'll go ahead and scribble something for you. Make sure to read it. And that is all. That is all for you.
Man.
But, no, for sure. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do it. What I am a little nervous about for the draft is we got to come up with a way to, kind of display what's happening on the draft on our screen. We'll have to figure out maybe one of our tickers. I'm limited on my ticker. I don't know how you
Well, I
Yeah,
can
if it'll
share
be
the
yes or not.
screen that they updated. Like there's a website that puts it on there. It's like a little bit delayed, but it'll at least get the pics up there for
If it's
everybody to
delayed,
see.
that's fine. Yeah, for sure. That'll work. We'll figure it out. We got 2 months, 2.5 months to
Yeah.
get that. Really excited. Yeah. So yeah, folks, we'll be covering the draft together. 3.5, 4 hours. Heck, maybe even 4.5 hours. Geez, that thing can be
Yeah,
pretty
man.
long.
But we're just doing the first round. I don't know about the second
Yeah,
and third
first round.
rounds.
That's what I intend on doing. Just the first round. Second round, I think I'm going to be covering some Pirates.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to be
I'll
covering
be doing my
the
baseball.
UFL because it overlaps to the UFL. So
Yeah.
it's like almost identical. I don't know what the UFL was thinking. They should have really planned this better. Like to
Yeah.
maybe go right at the end of the draft to get people to watch. But so I'll be paying
So
attention, but I'll be
unfortunately,
watching the UFL. So
yeah, I'm kind of worried about the UFL. I've mentioned again, I think it's a dying league.
yeah,
They just need to somehow, because I think baseball is going to have a lockout next year. So if they can just push themselves to 2027, they should do fine. They'll crush it in 2027 if baseball ends up going into
you're
a
talking
lockout,
about the
which I
UFL is
believe
going to crush it.
the UFL would crush it in 2027 because again, baseball most likely having a lockout then. So yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing in the summer of 2027, spring of 2027. But
Well, why do
the UFL, again, if they can just make it to then, they'll be fine.
You seem really set in. You've said this multiple times that you really think it's going to be a lockout. What makes you think so?
The players seem to be very much adamant on not doing a salary cap. They're pretty adamant and digging their heels in and find it absolutely absurd that they're even talking about it. The owners, they of course are pushing for it, but they also have some owners that are not pushing for it as well. So the owners are fighting the owners and the players of course are just kind of digging their heels in. And I think we're going to be missing some baseball for sure. I know you're absolutely devastated about that. I know you've been talking for years about covering the Rockies with the Rhino happening. I think in 2027, if there is no lockout,
I'll do it in 2027.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah. Got to go out the dogs. Appreciate you, Orville, again. Appreciate you guys for all tuning in. Again, we're just kind of waiting for the next award, if that will ever happen. I think they're talking to Bijan right now.
Well,
on
actually,
my side.
Yeah, they are. They actually, I figured the first hour was going to be a lot of talk and hype and talking about everything, but they actually threw one award in there, so they might throw some of those little awards in the first hour. Then it's going to be like bang, bang, bang for the next hour because it's only an hour. I think it's going to be from 8 to 10 Eastern time. So it should go like pow, pow, pow for that second hour.
Hopefully.
But Bijan, I like this one thing. I saw him on McAfee. I saw this like highlight. Did you see him on McAfee or no? Probably didn't, right? I don't really watch McAfee, but he was wearing a Nirvana shirt. And, McAfee's like, oh, Nirvana fan? Bijan's like, yeah. And McAfee's like, favorite song? He's like, oh, no, I just lied. I just I just like the shirt or whatever. I think it's a sweet shirt. So we got
probably something
busted
I would
with
do,
that.
honestly.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like Bijan. Bijan, to me, one of the better, if not the best, running back in the game. I think he's just a stud.
Mr. Marshall Faulk. I wish, not that the Colts have, but like, kind of wish you had him because it reminds me of Marshall Faulk. So I'm happy with Jonathan Taylor, but Bijan, I would trade now because he's younger.
Yeah.
Because I probably only got like 2 more years at JT. So
Bijan is just a stud. I think the Falcons will actually kind of fulfill their expectations next year now that they have Stefanski. They've always been they've been the talk of the town. They've always been like, oh yeah, they're going to take that step this year. It hasn't come. I mean, it's been dominated really by the Buccaneers until of course they choked it this year. But I think the Falcons actually put it together next year with Stefanski. I do believe it. Even with the quarterback kind of even in place. I don't know if it's going to be Penix or whatnot. I think I think Stefanski is really good. I think he got a lot of hate this year, but I'm probably alone on that. But I think he's a very solid coach, very talented coach, and again, he was coaching the Browns, and he made the Browns, actually somewhat relevant. So I think that takes a lot of skill. And again, he beat Tomlin without even being in the stadium in a playoff game. So that actually happened. He coached the team from his basement.
I'm worried about Penix. I mean, like, he's so inconsistent in my eyes, and some throws are amazing, but some throws are just awful. He kind of reminds me of Anthony Richardson, and that's not good. Like, he's athletic and he can make some throws, but so many just bad throws, like inaccurate throws. So that's what worries me with him.
No, I was really big on Penix. Like, I wasn't really big on the draft class, but if I had to pick one, it would have been Penix. For the Steelers to get, but obviously they didn't. I don't even think he lasted, and no one got there to the end of the first round in 2020.
No, I thought Penix was picked pretty early in that.
I think everyone was. So, but I like Penix. I'm a believer of the guy, but it just hasn't really worked for him for some reason. And you kind of need to produce by year 2, and he hasn't really produced at all. So, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they start to look elsewhere, especially in the draft with the new regime coming in. I think Cousins probably gone. Well, maybe Cousins. I don't know. That's a lot of money. I don't think
Cousins will make money somewhere. That guy, a master of the contract.
Maybe. Favorite NFL team is the Steelers. I'm a Steeler fan, and if you're talking to Rhino, then Rhino he's the Patriots. He loves the Patriots.
Dr. Doyle, I'm going to toss you out of here. I'm going to put you in the back room.
Patriot fan.
I'm rocking Dwight Freeney, Hall of Famer. Where's your Hall of Fame?
He likes Richard Seymour. Yeah, you like Richard Seymour? That's 93, right?
I have a little Richard Seymour Raiders thing, right? Little mini thing I went from the stadium.
He's such a bum. Richard Seymour as a Raider, he punched Ben. I remember that on the field. That was ridiculous. He's such a dirty player. Typical Belichick or Belichick.
It's true,
yeah.
But we can have like a weekly show on just talking about that and fill up an hour every week, just about the Patriots cheating nonsense. And talking about things that we hate. There's just so much content out there.
Let's see. It looks like you got a question. What happened to Daniel Jones? He going to be back? What you thinking?
There's really not many other options out there on the Colts roster, obviously nobody else. But out there, Mac Jones, he's under contract. That would be the only other guy I think that could be starter level to take over, but they'd have to trade with the Niners. But they could, because they trade a lot with the Niners, but I don't see that happening. They're gonna sign Jones. I don't know if it's going to be 1 year or multi-year. That I don't know, but they gotta bring him back. They saw what he did. They saw the chemistry with the team. I think they give him another weapon, or what have you, and I'm pretty sure they feel like they can get right back to the playoffs, even though they missed the playoffs. But like with Daniel Jones, they were 8-2, and then it went pow. We lost, and Daniel Jones, we're done. So. And in the games that they lost too, they lost a lot of close games, and then I think the Jaguars finally beat them up when Daniel Jones went down. But they played everybody tough. They might not have won all the games, but with Jones they can win. So
they were fraudulent the whole time.
Yeah.
And I really hate to be that guy, right? I know we had a lot of discussions in our morning show.
You didn't watch the games if you think they're fraudulent.
I did. And they just weren't that team. Again, the Steelers exposed them for what they were. But Jones is not it. Personally, I don't think he's it. I've never really been a fan of the guy. And
he's not amazing, but he's good enough. Like,
he's okay.
There's no other options.
If you just surround him with with a solid running game, which is what they did in New York, with Barkley, he can look okay. Again, he had a really good year, I think, in 2022.
No, it was one decent year. The rest were horrible.
Yeah, no, for sure. But Barkley was fully healthy that year. They had a good system with Dable, and he looked okay. And that was kind of what I was seeing here. You stop Jonathan Taylor, you pretty much stop the Colts, and that's really what happened.
He didn't do anything down the stretch. It was just he just got shut down.
Yep.
And he still finished third in rushing by like just a few yards, and that was doing nothing in the last 6 or 7 games. It was bad.
Got an early prediction, 6-11 for the Colts. What you thinking there?
6-11. We'll have to take a deep dive on the schedule, but it's way too early to make predictions. Considering this,
we don't know. A little too early.
With quarterbacks, we don't know. With free agents, we don't even know with the draft. I mean, the draft is the third that impacts the the year, that first year. But like the free agents, there's too many free agents. Like Alec Pierce, are they going to sign him? Are they gonna let Pittman go? Are they gonna get rid of Buckner? Who knows? We don't know
Kirk
these
Cousins
things yet.
to the Colts. Ooh, that'd be interesting.
What's up?
Kirk Cousins to the Colts.
I don't think so. That's not going to happen. But we got the Colts have a road game in Pittsburgh, 2026. Possible collab situation.
So the same. So it's the same thing. Colts at Steelers, really?
It says the Colts. Yeah, Daniel's saying that it's Colts in Pittsburgh.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
well, yeah. I mean, if you wanna cry on my stream, then go ahead. Already claiming victory. Sorry.
Who's your quarterback?
It's going to be Aaron Rodgers, who you, of course, hated the entire year. Everyone's hated the entire year. Everyone hates the guy. Everyone's like, you got to look at his QBR. That really tells us. Shows. And no, the data was incorrect. Rodgers, again, at his peak, was still really solid. Top 10 quarterback, I would say, at his peak this year. And when his worst, you saw it in the wild card game when he wasn't protected. And again, when he had no separation, there's no receiver help at all. And I'm hoping that, Omar Khan can actually build the roster, be given the reins to actually do that. I do believe Tomlin had a lot to say and do with the roster the last, I would say 3 or 4 years. So, ideally get another receiver, get some more receiver. We need more. We need 3 receivers. You really do. In today's world, you need 3 solid receivers. And, I think we just need to get him help. Get him some help. And,
he's got to throw the ball down the field. Everything's like within 5 yards.
He has the arm. He just can't. He's throwing to Scotty Miller, Adam Thielen, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Roman Wilson. Have you even heard of these guys? And you probably have, but they're all old. People you probably heard in 2015. And it's ridiculous. I mean, that's who he's throwing to. A bunch of bums. So a bunch of people that need to just.
So you need an offensive line and wide receivers. And you're
it's okay. Yeah, it could be better. We have a new offensive line. Again, a whole new staff. Really excited about that with Pittsburgh. But yeah, no, Rodgers was great. I'd gladly take him back another year. I mean, he's the only reason we were even in the playoffs. He's the only reason we had a chance week in, week out. He really kept it together. I know it looks like, the Steelers were a disaster. I get it, but that's how much I think this was one of the better years, despite how it, of course, ended like the same. But Rodgers gave me hope, which I hadn't felt since Ben. Very much love that.
Or was that? That was only 5 years, right?
5 years.
Ben, 4 years.
2021, yeah.
Yeah, so 4 years. So you're like, I haven't had hopes in so long. It's 4 years, bro. The Steelers have been one of the best teams in the league for years, and you complain about 4 years?
2021, I didn't have hope. Well, yeah, that's okay. That's a gold standard franchise. We're not talking about poverty franchises over here.
4 years, man.
That's poverty.
You're not like the Jets, who from 1969, or the Browns,
we're not the
other
Jets.
Teams.
We're not the Browns. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers, and of course we've been turned into a joke. And hopefully McCarthy, again, everyone's hating on McCarthy hire. They're all saying he's going to go 4-13. I mean, when has McCarthy ever went 4-13? I mean, worst case scenario is just more of the same, and I think that's why a lot of people, Steeler fans, criticize the hire. And anyone that says that he's going to just bottom out doesn't know anything about the history of the game. I think we'll be fine. It starts now, but we're kind of just waiting for this to actually get to the show. They're doing this red carpet Hollywood thing again. Why? I don't know, but they've already announced one award that went to Josh McDaniels, the NFL assistant coach of the year. Josh McDaniels. That's the only award that I have seen.
Yeah, because that one was so unimportant that they're like, let me just throw that in there between people. So, but this show, man, they must have put a lot of money onto this, because every minute or two there's a new player, there's another player, another celebrity, another person that they're talking to, just to mix it up and make it entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how many people are just coming through.
So about 20 minutes and 20 seconds. That's what I'm seeing on here as far as when it's going to start. Yeah, I mean, I could care less about, the celebrities, and I don't really watch a lot of movies anyway. Don't really listen to a lot of music. So for me, this is all I could care less. I'm a football guy. I'm here to watch
Dr. Joy
football.
is also going to start up his own movie review channel
100%.
right after my Rockies games every day.
Everything is terrible. Everything is bad. If it's made anything in a recent time, it's bad. I can tell you that. It's probably already been remade. It's probably a remake or number 2 or 3 or 4. Let's see.
It's a number 2.
What team do you hate the most? I don't really hate it. I love all teams. I'm just kidding. No. I would probably say the Cowboys, maybe the Ravens, maybe the Browns, Bengals, but probably the Cowboys.
Patriots.
That's fair.
Patriots. Yeah, you also dislike the Colts.
I don't dislike the Colts. I actually like the Colts. But yeah, I think just having my take where the Colts I thought were just a little overrated, were kind of overplaying what they actually were, and then oh no, they're so good. The haters, blah 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 blah. Yes. I was turned into a hater, which was crazy. I'm not really a hater. I was just kind of telling you what's going to happen, which it did happen again. Oh, injury to Daniel Jones again. He wasn't.
No. Injury to Daniel Jones. The 2 starting cornerbacks. Their best defensive lineman, DeForest Buckner. 2 starting offensive linemen. You can't just say Daniel Jones. They lost 7 key players. You can't lose your 2 starting cornerbacks and think that everything's going to be fine. Come on, you got to be fair. Yes, they went. And they went to Phillip Rivers off the couch at 44 years old. What do you mean? So it doesn't make it. You're not being fair. It's just a little too crazy. It's a little too crazy. So that's that. End of sentence. End of rant.
So yeah, no, like I was saying, they kind of just were eventually going to fall. I kind of saw it happen.
No, you were stopping right now. Just stop it right now. Ridiculous.
Oh,
all right. You know what? I hope Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back. I hope the Steelers never get a quarterback ever again. They trade for Shedeur Sanders.
Oh gosh, don't wish that on me. That would be horrible.
Sorry. I was seeing red.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I know you're Patriot red, Patriot blue, and silver and red.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got in the chat? Olympics. Yeah, I'll be covering. I don't know when I'll start covering the Olympics, but I know that's happening soon. Team keeps more hate than the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs right now are probably the most hated. Right now, I would.
Well, they're still below the Patriots. I don't care. I'm sorry.
Oh, anyway. So you were pulling for Seattle 100%.
100%. There's one jersey, a team jersey I don't have to buy because I'll never be on their side rooting for them, is a Patriots jersey. There's always somebody above them, even the Steelers. So
not even an Adam Vinatieri Patriot jersey?
Well, if I were to get a Patriots jersey because want to
or Austin Collie,
wear it,
I think he played for both.
It would have to be a Patriots player that was also on the Colts. Otherwise, no. Oh, that's a sweet yellow suit. That is some serious yellow. Wow. Anyways,
I wasn't looking.
Vinatieri.
Barbecuing's nice. Vinatieri
jersey, perhaps. Who else was also on the Colts?
Yeah, Austin Collie comes to mind. I can't really. Was Bob Sanders on the Patriots? Did he ever go? I think he may have. I don't know.
So
I'm sure there was more. I'm sure there's plenty. I just can't think of any. That actually rhymed.
Where is this taking place? Where is this?
I genuinely don't know.
I was like, you know what? I don't know either. I was like, maybe Delay knows. You're usually good with like where this stuff is taking place.
No. So. I don't know where you got that from, but yeah, no, I have no idea. This is, I don't know. Again, we still got 16 more minutes. Let's see. What else can we rant about? Again, what do you guys, they announced MVPs? No, Lucas, we have not seen nothing. Again, all we have seen is the assistant coach of the year. I mean, they're taking their time doing this. Oh, they're showing Matt Ryan. That's a good one. Who do you think Matt Ryan's a Hall of Famer?
Oof, 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 oof. Um, I mean, he has what? If he wins that Super Bowl, which he should have, uh, perhaps. But he's got one MVP, and
Yeah,
I mean, he's probably got a whole bunch of MVP, Pro Bowls on there. But
probably. Yeah,
I don't know. Like he was good, but I was never a big Matt Ryan fan. I
me
thought he
neither.
was good, but he wasn't like elite. Like he was really good, but I feel like there's always quarterbacks where you're like, I'd rather have that guy.
Chris says no. Ultimate Sports Network, how's it going? So Chris saying no, you're saying no. I concur. I thought we would have a disagreement here. No, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't think he is. I think he was kind of a B plus quarterback. George saying it's in Santa Clara. Appreciate you, George. Thank you for helping us out there. So this NFL honors is happening in Santa Clara. So it's, I guess, the site of Super Bowl. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Duh.
Yeah, they're doing the whole week out there.
I'm an idiot. I should have just put two
we
and
got
two
to
together.
change it up. I think they got to go
happen.
bring it back to Hawaii and then have everybody out there and just live it up. I mean, that might hurt certain things, but like, come on, that to me, that's
I mean, it's
that's
fine
the Pro
wherever.
Bowl and getting everything out there, like the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, and then bring it back to
Well, the
it
Pro
is,
Bowl in
but-
Hawaii, yeah, that's fine. As far as this, I don't care. I don't care where it is. I could care less if this happened down the street, and I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care at all. This is, yeah. I mean, seeing the NFL players would be neat, but again, the celebrities and all that, I could care less. Couldn't care less. Actually, could not.
Yes, that is
Um,
the correct phrase. Yes. The NFL
yeah.
draft, though, side note, is in Pittsburgh this year, right? You should go to that. Oh, that's right. You're not in Pittsburgh. You're in Texas.
Yes. Yeah. I don't live in Pittsburgh. Sorry for the breaking news, everyone.
Anymore.
I never lived in Pittsburgh.
I thought you were out there.
I was born in Pennsylvania. I lived in Pennsylvania, but never
okay.
lived in Pittsburgh. I was more of a Reading area type of guy. Let's just say that Reading, Pennsylvania, home of the Reading Phillies. Reading Phillies, the double. Anyway, yeah. Again, we're just kind of hanging out, folks. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. What do we got here in Beaumont? Yeah, no, not happening in Beaumont. Let's see here. Rhino saying "Go Hawks, go." That's you. So again, unbiased in the Super Bowl coverage, which again, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I probably am pulling for Seattle too. Because if the Patriots win, then they pass the Steelers in Super Bowl rings. Can't have that.
Nope.
Can't have that. Drake May. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Drake. Have you seen a lot of that? Do any of your students say Drake May at all?
No.
They really
that
don't.
coming from?
That's just been an NFL meme the whole time. They're reading the we are reading the chat, Trisk. We're trying to get there. I apologize. I do apologize.
Well, maybe if you have something important to say, we would read it.
Jeez.
How about that one?
Jeez, Trisk. Come on, Trisk.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying, but yeah, again, there's a lot of debate here. Well, a lot of chat, some debate.
Well, we're gonna get to
Little
the debates. That second hour is gonna be a powerhouse because it's gonna be like this guy should win, that guy sucks. You know.
Yeah, for sure. And again, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on who's nominated and all that good stuff. But again, we've only had one award. I really hope it's just the one and we didn't miss the other ones. I mean, I doubt it, though.
No, there's nothing.
Seems
nothing
like
out
they
there
didn't
yet.
care about the assistant coach. Like, we'll get that out of the way in the first hour, everything else in the second hour. And that's probably fine. It'll be a little bit more faster pace. For
Hawkins says he's more interested in the Puppy Bowl, and I said so is Delay. Delay is all about the Puppy Bowl this year.
No, for 100%. Let's see here. Rookie of the year. Do you want to talk about predictions right now, or do you want to kind of wait till the award comes up? Because we got a Carson or Nick. So we got Carson Schweisinger from Cleveland, and then Nick Emenwari. Of course, we have others that are nominated. Those were the two that I highlighted. But again, we can discuss that later if you want. Not a big deal.
Hawk fan on the vertical side saying, "Who's the Steelers fan? He's got a solid voice for streaming."
Yeah, I'm okay.
That is the Dr. Delay. I just posted the link out there for you to go and subscribe to him.
Yeah, I'm just a guy.
Just a guy with a solid voice.
Well, to be honest, I'm I mean, it's fake. It's not my act. I don't sound like this 24/7. Though, to be honest with you, I find myself actually sounding like this more often now than
It
not. So
turns
I
into
guess
the
I
real
just,
you.
yeah, it's now impacting me in my normal life, which is
Yeah, so now
weird.
you're just fake all the time. So who is the real
Completely
you?
fake. My takes are real and authentic and better than everyone's, but for sure, I guess I'm fake. I am fake for sure.
Maybe everybody's taken in Texas, but to the rest of the real world, they're okay.
Jacoby Brissett. Oh yeah, Jacoby's kind of like the Josh Johnson and Ryan Fitzpatrick, just
Oh,
going everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
What's the other guy?
Jacoby was another one. Patriots, Colts. He
Fitz
went to
Magic. He's like a
Fitz
Fitz
Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, I was never a fan of him for some reason. Never
Yeah,
really.
he was like a solid bottom of the
He was like
barrel
the best
quarterback, and
backup
he
you could
came
have.
through.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He was the best
Brian
backup you could have, but
Hoyer.
he also could be Brian Hoyer, solid.
Oh, Hines.
I
Yeah,
thought he
I
was
liked
fine.
Naheem Hines. I liked him, but
Naheem Hines, yeah, a running
yeah, but
back.
he never really. I almost bought his jersey a few years ago because I was like, this guy's like, he's pretty good, but and then he flamed out, got hurt, and he popped back in the league. Was it last year or something?
Yeah, for sure.
But towards the bottom, but.
Oh, let's see. So Orville saying C buzzers by 14. So do you want to go ahead and let your Super Bowl prediction out, or you kind of want to save that? Or you just want to go
My
ahead?
Super Bowl prediction?
Yeah, what you got? You thinking a blowout, close game? Yeah, what you thinking?
I think it's not a blowout, but they like pretty much leading the whole game and winning the whole game. So I got Seahawks 27, Patriots 16. So they win by 11, but they're like ahead the whole time, and they're not really in danger of losing.
Yeah.
That defense shuts down Drake May and that offense. Because I do like Drake May. I think he's a really good quarterback. It's just he doesn't have the weapons. I mean, Diggs is on the downside of his career. The running game has been shut down in the playoffs, and I think the Seahawks shut down the running game. And then Drake May scrambling to make things happen. Hunter Henry's having a great year, but like Hunter Henry and Diggs on the downside, it's not scaring anybody, but it's efficient. So I
mean, it's been working.
Shut it down.
Yeah, no, I think it has the potential to be a close game, but yeah, I mean, the Seattle defense is kind of just really good, and of course, the Seattle offense is also great. I mean, I've been kind of pounding the table. If you remember our earlier talks, whenever we were talking about the NFC and Seattle being that team, you had more of the Rams. I was Seattle. I really liked what Seattle was doing. And they're better than I thought. I do think Seattle probably by 10, 27-17. So about what you had. Hopefully, though, it's one of those things where it's like 2017 and then, maybe Seattle pick 6 the other way, New England's try. Make it interesting. I hope it's not a one-sided game, where it's, where Seattle's leading the whole game. I hope that's not the case. But, of course, everyone seems to be kind of leaning Seattle. Now I'm starting to think New England's probably going to win because, I mean, most people are just picking Seattle to win. And if all the money's on Seattle, well, that usually means the result goes the
ref's going to keep it close.
Yeah.
Because we can't have a blowout in the Super Bowl.
Cannot. Though it did happen. It's happened plenty of times. But, yeah. Over under 66. Yeah, I don't know. 66 seems too much.
I'm say it's under with the way their defense is playing, especially the Patriots defense. I think is better than people think. So, I would say the under. And I also think I'm going to go with a non-quarterback MVP in the Super Bowl. I'm going to say JSN gets it.
Yeah, I mean that sounds good to me. Yeah, I mean he's really good. He's probably the best receiver in the game, him and Puka.
Gruden said 27-17. I'm thinking 27-16, but could be 20, like somewhere around there.
Yeah, Gruden always copies me, man. I'll just have to message him later, like, hey, stop it. Yeah, for sure.
Know what I like about Gruden? Is like I'll see things when I'm scrolling on whatever social media. I don't know if it's Twitter.
Doom scrolling.
Not Twitter, but like TikTok or some other nonsense where he runs through like the plays and he signs like those people positions and he tells them what they're gonna do and I think that's really cool. So you get the inside scoop of like the super long play, what goes to each person, like what position rather, and then like if it has to switch. And I think that's cool. And it tells them this is your first read, this is your second read. I'm like, if it's this, you're gonna go. This is your first read. Like I like that sort of stuff to get the that side of the football analysis, which is pretty sweet.
No, it is really neat seeing some of the just older, well, not older, but just old, ex players or ex coaches talking about the game. I eat that stuff up. I haven't really actually seen a lot of what he's done, but very interested to see if he's going to come back to coach. Probably in college, if I had to guess. But did you see that the Jets? I don't know. You probably saw it. The Jets offered him the offensive coordinator job.
No, I didn't.
Like,
I didn't.
I'm good. Yeah. So they offered him to work under Aaron Glenn. He's like, I think I'll pass.
Yeah, gonna be under Aaron Glenn. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I mean, they gave it a shot, but that just didn't. That was not happening. I think he'd be great for college. With the lawsuit, the way I don't think he's going to be hired. Not saying it's right or wrong. I just think that's just the way it is, and I think he'd be great for college. His personality, young adults would eat that up, and I think he would have a lot of success for sure. I just want to see him I want to see him just be active, somewhere, college or NFL. I want to see him just be a personality. He's
got quite the personality. That's right. Personality for TV. So. Hopefully, almost at the 3.5 minute warning for
we'll eventually get honors. There. NFL honors again. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Again, I'm sorry not able to get to everybody in the chat like I normally am. It's kind of set up differently. It's not on my left, it's on my right, and it's just kind of both chats blending together. I can't actually do polls. It's really whatever. Anyway, appreciate you guys all for hanging out. And again, make sure to check out Rising Rhino. I posted the link not too long ago on my side. Again, friend of the channel. And again, we'll be covering the draft as well. So make sure, again, to subscribe over there as well. Again, he also does college, NFL. He's doing hockey, doing a bunch of stuff. And NBA. He does NBA. I don't do NBA. If you guys are always asking me, hey, do NBA? I'm like, well, no. Check out Rhino for some NBA action.
I'm going to be covering more Nuggets games and then some Knicks games here and there. So that's what I'll be doing with the Avalanche hockey. Dr. Dilly covers the Penguins.
Yep, doing more Penguins. Honestly, so I got my first stream to go over 1,000 for hockey. Last hockey games. That was pretty cool. I'm getting more. I'm kind of liking I'm really enjoying hockey now. I really am. I don't know. I'm hoping I kind of like. I don't know.
I like the hockey too, but what's really hard about hockey, like, of course I know all the players on the Avalanche, the other team's a little bit rough, but like, when you're watching, you don't see the change. Like they purposely have that off camera, so they're constantly going between lines. So it's if you're not there to see who's on and off the ice.
To be honest with you, that's something I got to work on. Which the way I don't know, it's really stupid. My TV is kind of blurry. I know it sounds crazy, right? But that's just the way it works. I have it on the Xbox. The Xbox Hulu app doesn't work not properly. I've been trying to work that anyway. So I don't actually call the names of the players. I try to when I clearly see it, but for the most part, I actually struggle to call the names of the players for hockey. So that's something I got to work on.
And plus in hockey, like in basketball, you can see the people. Like they're going so fast and moving. Like it's almost impossible to see the jersey numbers because you can't make out usually. There's nothing that stands out. You're not seeing hair. You're not seeing the size. Like, it's so hard to just be like, oh, I know who that is. There's only a few guys where you can quickly be like, oh that's McKinnon. Oh, that's, Yami or Yager. What have you, So it's tough, man.
It is. Tough. But I've enjoyed it. It's a lot of action. I really enjoy it.
It's a blast.
Yeah, Lucas not a fan of the NBA. Again, everything you just said right there, why I don't even cover it. And again, folks, no, the awards have not happened. All that has happened is the assistant coach award, which that went to Josh McDaniels. Everything else will actually, start in a few minutes. Supposedly, I don't know. Maybe they're lying to us, but yeah, no,
Liars!
hopefully it starts up very soon. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. And as we're just kind of talking about football, Shador Sanders for MVP. I guess you're simming your Madden 2026. I guess I don't know. That's
quick
where that
question
happened.
for you there,
Not
Delay,
here.
before we hop onto the second hour, which is going to be filled with all the awards, the Hall of Fame, everything leading to
Hopefully.
the MVP. Is we have a game out there in Australia this year, because like it's on the other side of the world. How are they going to make that work? That's just crazy.
Completely ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, I don't know your view. I know we disagree on the domes and all that stuff, indoor, outdoor snow games. I don't know how you feel about international games. I hate them. I think it's going to sound crazy, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, but I just feel like the game should be played here, especially a divisional game. I think if you go ahead and do like a, Colts versus Falcons or, that awkward 17th game between AFC and NFC thing, whatever. I think those should be the international games. To have a divisional game sent all the way just across the pond or, again, 17 hours away. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. I don't know how they're going to set it. We're going to have to wake up, I guess, at 3 a.m. I don't know.
The travel there and back, like, you're losing 4 days.
Yeah. And again, for a divisional game, I mean, these teams are practically like the closest you can possibly, Los Angeles. I don't know how far that is, but, you turn that from an hour or two to just, again, that's ridiculous. The NFL, I think, is taking it too far. Again, a few games is fine. Yeah, literally, right. But I think it's just ridiculous. I think, again, it all should be played in front of the home crowds. Like, why? Again, you're not going to compete with Europe. I mean, Europe is soccer and hockey. They value those sports.
They're trying to go global.
And it's ridiculous.
They want to go global.
They want to try to have teams out there, and I don't know why. I mean, they're not gonna. It can't work. It's not gonna work. You have to have your own league. It's what NFL Europe was for, and that failed. It's not gonna work. I don't know. It's all to try to make as much money as you can. I guess the billions of dollars taken from us isn't good enough.
Revenue. They might not be able to get the games out there all the time. They got to keep doing the games, but so that they can watch on TV because that's where a lot of their money is coming from.
No, so I completely understand, but I mean, I don't know. I guess they're bleeding for cash. Unbelievable. I think it's just kind of disgusting, and I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it, but I'll cover it. But I don't want it. And
I know
I'm sure you'll be covering it too, right?
Bob is always talking about you covering the World Cup. How is that looking?
Probably. Again, I don't know. It just depends on, what's happening that day. Baseball will take priority, with the Pirates if they're doing good. If they're not doing good, well then heck yeah, I'll probably. But, it really just depends on, what's happening. But I'd like to. I think it could be good. I just think, a lot of countries are going to be covering the World Cup and have a lot of competition, but it could do well. I don't know. But yeah, again, I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. I love soccer. I genuinely do.
Did you map? Well, you probably didn't map out your the next few months for baseball season because I always map things out. But you kind of go random with the baseball games.
I did last year. Yes, that was it. So this year, a little bit more structured. The teams that brought me more success will be more featured. So I'm not going to be covering every team like I did last year, which last year I covered 20 of the 30 teams at least once. This year will be more Pittsburgh, some Brewers, some Giants, San Francisco Giants, and then other random stuff, but not as much of the random. I'll probably leave that up to the chat if there's ever a random game, which I actually plan on having like one game a week. It'll be kind of random. But
are you going to do Sunday Night Baseball?
Probably, yeah, it's kind of
that might be the random.
That's kind of big, yeah. No, that won't be the random. No, I guess that's another random one I can do. But yeah, my weekends I guess will be busy because I want to try to do a random one on Saturday and then Sunday Night Baseball on Sunday. So, but yeah, mostly Pirates, Giants, and Brewers, but priority of the Pirates. But yeah,
Pirates and the evil Brewers.
Yep.
It's just about award time.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening. Yeah. But again, make sure to drop your predictions down below. Who do you think's gonna win MVP? Who do you think's going to the Hall of Fame? Again, we'll be talking more of that whenever all that actually happens on our
We got
screen.
to probably start from the
But
bottom up. Like, what's on the bottom of their list? That's probably gonna be the
I
next
don't
one.
know. Again,
Let's
they
see
kind of went
what
out of
that
order
is.
for how it is. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know. It's just kind of random.
Like on NFL.com, isn't like the bottom's gonna be like the Walter Payton Award or something? That's got to be.
Yeah, they
one
didn't
of
even have the
ones.
Walter Payton on.
They didn't have that on there.
No, they didn't even have that. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. But,
I know. I know.
How many total awards do we have going?
So it looks like we're going to have the MVP, defensive player, offensive rookie, defensive rookie, comeback, coach, assistant coach. That's 8. So
coach.
I guess coach of the year will be next. I don't know. Based on this, if we're starting from bottom to the top, I don't know. It's going to be a thing. We'll find out. Doing some jokes,
2,
I guess,
4,
on
so
Aaron
we got
Rodgers.
6, and then we got the Hall of Fame.
Yes, then that should be. I think the last one, right? Or maybe they announced that during.
I think that's actually more towards the middle because I think they saved the MVP for last.
Okay, well then, yeah, I guess they'll be. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll all find out together.
May for MVP. I think Stafford. I think Stafford
for yeah, I'm thinking Stafford. I have. Wait, whoa, yeah. I have Stafford. Winning MVP. Coach of the year, I have Rabel or Cohen. I think Cohen has a good shot. Liam Cohen of Jacksonville. Assistant, I put Kubiak. That obviously didn't happen. Comeback player, I think I put Trevor Lawrence. He had a really nice year. Defensive player of the year, I have Will Anderson. Offensive player, I have Puka, but I could also see JSN. Gonna lean Puka, but JSN could very well get that. Defensive player of the year, I have Emin, but also again, I can't remember the Browns linebacker, Schweissinger or something like that. And then for offensive rookie, I have Tyler Shuck, the Saints guy, Saints quarterback. McMillan, it was also pretty solid. I'm going to lean with the quarterback.
And what about Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame. So my 5.
Close on that.
I got Breeze, Fitzgerald, Kuechly, Darren Woodson, and then Reggie Wayne. Those are my 5.
I hope you're right. Yeah, I just don't think Wayne gets in. I thought he would get in a couple years ago, but we just keep waiting, us Colts fans. But we got James and we got Freeney in, so maybe it's time for Reggie.
Yeah. He was really good. Though I don't know. I still think Torrey. I actually have mentally Torrey Holt better, but Reggie Wayne has more of the he has more of the accounting stats and all that. It was close, but I would lean Torrey. But Reggie, I think, has more of the
Reggie's
resume.
got the stats just by a little bit as well. Yeah. So, and then, they both have a Super Bowl, but I feel like Reggie Wayne was more of a 1 for a while Holtz wasn't really a solid 1. So that's why I think Reggie Wayne's above.
I don't know.
Holtz.
I guess Reggie was a 1, but he also was a 2 for the first bulk of his 5 or 6 years, right? Behind Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, something like that. Because he was 2001.
You can say about the same.
2000, 2001. But
any awards? Again, the only awards that have been announced are the assistant coach, which that went to Josh McDaniels. Travion Henderson, I don't believe he's nominated. I don't think he'll. Let me actually double check that. Offensive player of the year or rookie of the year. Henderson, actually, okay. Well, he is part of the top 5 there. He could. I don't know. I think it would be Shuck. I think it's going to be Shuck or McMillan. And Igbuka started off really good, and then he kind of tailed off at the end. So if you had him in fantasy, you definitely saw that. But yeah.
Who is this guy? I feel like I'm supposed to know this host, but I don't know who this host is.
Jon Hamm. He does the. He's doing. I don't know. I only know him from the meme. Really, I guess he's an actor or something. He's from the meme where it's like.
Is he a starving actor? Because I don't know this guy.
That's literally what he. That's the meme.
I don't even know the meme.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. That's let's see here. Trisk wants me to see something. I'm trying. I'm scrolling back. I don't know. I can't even see Trisk.
Again, things kick-started. What's the first award? Well, second award.
Okay, yeah. Again, I don't have audio, so I'm going to have to rely on you. I'm just going to have to rely on visual.
Oh, they're bringing out Strahan out there to announce the nominees. Maybe they're not going to give us time to talk. I don't know how they're running this, so we'll see.
Nominees for they haven't even said the award yet.
No, Strahan's just coming out there now.
Flip.
Yeah.
Okay. So Defensive Player of the Year. Is that what I saw?
Oh, I didn't see it, but it makes sense since he is, Strahan.
That would make sense. I don't know.
So I thought they would start with the other ones.
If it's random like this, if it's the Defensive Player of the Year, the candidates are Will Anderson, Nick Bonito, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, and Micah Parsons. Those will be.
This is that's got to be the toughest one to pick out of all of them because wow.
Yeah, that's if it is. I mean, I don't know if they're saying Defensive Player of the Year because that's what Strahan won. And Strahan's for some reason going to announce the Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know. I mean, I could see the NFL doing it because they are the NFL. And they don't make any sense. It's probably we don't have a Mel.
Oh yeah, they are doing it's Defensive Player of the Year, and they're going to show a little montage of the nominees. So Micah Parsons is the first one.
Yep, Micah Parsons. Everyone knows Micah.
Micah. He was okay till Jerry Jones is like, see ya.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to win. Again, all solid. I think I'm going Will Anderson. I really do think.
Man, he's so good. Will Anderson is so good. Hutchinson, so it's Micah. They're going through Hutchinson, Will Anderson. I'm not a Texan fan, obviously, but I watch that guy. That guy is dynamic. But
it's easy. Myles Garrett did win the sack record. Yeah, he had the sack record.
It's got to be Myles Garrett, I think, but Will Anderson is right there.
Yeah.
23 sacks. But it's an extra game.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe Burrow kind of fell down for him.
Myles Garrett wins. He's got the sack record now.
Yeah, the NFL loves Myles Garrett. They really do. They really push him. Almost murdered a guy. Just saying.
Myles Garrett is the winner. Bam.
Well, there you go. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate?
Yeah. Yeah. Browns fans are so happy.
Well, the Browns won something.
Yeah, I can add that to their trophy case. An individual award. So Myles Garrett.
Why would they start with that? Well, why would they start?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to me to start with the Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, I'm thinking like the Rookie of the Years.
Yeah,
or like the Coach of the Year, something like that. But
I would start with Defensive Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, go to the Coach, and then Defensive Player, Offensive Player, then MVP. You would want to lead up. Oh, then Hall of Fame within there.
Rhino, what are you talking? That makes too much sense. And you can't sound logical.
It's almost like as if Dr. DeLay said it. Then it makes sense, right? It's too much sense.
Yeah. Too much. Way too much. Bros laid down for Garrett for sure. 100%. I believe he did.
Oh, just like Strahan.
That's just like Strahan.
Brett Favre laid down
for
Strahan.
They're showing here. Oh, well, they cut away because it's like, oh, yeah, he did lay down. Let's see here.
I just missed it.
Yeah, they showed the first part of it, and then they cut away. Those bums.
Yep, but that's how they get it, It's the way it is.
Yep. So congratulations to Myles Garrett.
Let's go. He earned it. He was a beast. The record.
Doesn't possess boy.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I guess. So.
You guess.
I guess
this guy's been dominant for years on top of years now.
He's been okay.
Like how many All Pros does that guy have? I go by All Pros over Pro Bowls because Pro Bowls are like.
Oh yeah, no, oh yeah, for sure.
Pro Bowls are like the little toy you get in the Cracker Jack box. You're like, oh look at this, I got a Pro Bowl, sweet.
Yeah. All right, looks like they're moving on to the Offensive Rookie of the Year, so they're cutting right to it. Okay, so.
Trevion Henderson.
Miles, you don't get much, much celebration.
You got your
there.
1 minute speech. Now go sit down, take your trophy.
Yep.
Tyler Shuck.
The really important Offensive Rookie of the Year happened and presented by EA Sports Madden NFL, by the way. And that's an actual thing. That's what it says here on the website. But yeah, so we got Trevion Henderson, Tyler Shuck, Tatoria McMillan, Emeka Egbuka, and then Jackson Dart.
Jackson flipping Dart. So they go from Defensive Player of the Year to Offensive Rookie of the Year.
This is more valuable. I think everyone knows this. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger won the Offensive Rookie of the Year, so I would actually understand why they have this more valuable than the Defensive Player of the Year. 100%.
But why does it go Defensive Player of the Year to Offensive Rookie of the Year? It just seems like darts at a dartboard.
I have no idea. They're stupid. They're genuinely dumb. They need to have the doctor set this up. Let's see here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Really do.
I'd like to see Dart win it. You're going Shuck.
I'm going Shuck. I don't think it's Dart. I don't think Dart did enough. He didn't really win much.
Let's get on the side of Scatterboo. I'd like to see Scatterboo win. He'd be excited going up there. He'd be like, ah!
Yeah.
And then he'd be
you wouldn't even be able to understand his speech.
Oh, yeah. That guy is ridiculous.
I'm going to go with Shuck. I could see McMillan, but
McMillan was great down the stretch. Egbuka was great in the beginning.
Yeah, Egbuka was really good at the beginning, but then he kind of faded like the Buccaneers' entire team just kind of collapsed.
Like the Colts.
Yeah, but the Buccaneers are actually good, though. That's the difference.
False. They're both the same.
No. They're Buccaneers would beat the Colts. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, we're not here to discuss. We're here to discuss We're here to discuss the.
Oh, sorry. What was I thinking?
We're here to discuss.
I hope Ben Roethlisberger's not in the Hall of Fame.
Gone. Now I'm over here.
What the heck?
What the heck?
We're just switching people over.
Yeah, apparently. I'm not used to being on the. Okay, yeah, I was about to say.
I shifted, and apparently, my little earpiece went in there, and then it was like didn't like me shifting.
Yeah, it was going to be a solo show for a little bit.
Uh-oh. Why do they have to have 4 people up there?
I have no idea. I'm sure it's some cause.
And she is built. She probably does like pull-ups while they're a commercial just to stay in shape.
Yeah, 100%. It's got to get the lactic acid all ready.
She's like Linda Hamilton from Terminator. You know, that's who she is. But you wouldn't know that's a movie that you probably haven't seen.
Nah, I don't even know. Yeah.
The chat's gonna be like, you never seen Terminator?
I actually haven't, no.
What is happening?
I've never seen Terminator. Am I supposed to? No,
yes.
I'm actually not legally obligated. Folks, if you're wondering why we're rambling, it's because they are still not.
Because they're rambling.
Because they're rambling. They're chatting. They're just talking about anything other than, I don't know. Actually, I genuinely can't hear them, actually.
Well, they have, 8 awards to go through an hour, so you don't know how long that really takes.
Yeah, I guess so. I figure there'd be commercial breaks
Madden NFL? Oh, baby! McMillan,
okay.
All right, McMillan is the winner.
Yep. That's fair. That was my second pick.
All right. It doesn't go to a quarterback. All right, there we go. I like it.
McMillan, I think he had 1,000 yards. I want to say, honestly, I genuinely don't know. Tatoria.
He helped Brian
McMillan.
Young look good.
He had 1,014 yards, which again, with the 17 games, you only need to average 59 yards a game to do that. But yeah, that is still pretty cool though. So congratulations to Toria McMillan, and yeah, good stuff. I'll actually genuinely clap there. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
I'll actually clap for him.
I think with the extra games, people still think 1,000 yards is good, but that's just because it's that extra digit. It's like 1,000, but that's really not elite anymore. It's good, but you know, 1,000-yard receiver was good in the 80s and maybe early 90s, but you got to be way above that now.
Shame on you for not watching Terminator. Unbelievable.
I told you, man. I told you.
Don't need to watch nothing. Don't need to watch anything. I'm perfectly happy without watching those movies. So
what do you do? Like sit on the couch and just like talk?
I just stare at the wall.
You're like, let me just talk. What the heck happened?
I don't know.
Hold on, we lost you.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Hold on. Oh, I lost you.
You can still hear me.
I think. Nope,
on both sides. I'm back. Again, we're having technical difficulties, folks. I don't know if it's because we have both. To be honest, I haven't even looked at the vertical side at all.
No, it did that before, like we started up, so able to catch it quickly. So luckily, it's not much. So cool.
All right. Look, what did you miss? All right. So we can just run it down for you. Again, only 3 awards have been announced. The assistant coach of the year went to Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. That is Rising Rhino's favorite team. Defensive player of the year went to Myles Garrett, defensive end for the Cleveland Browns. And then the offensive player of the year went to Toria McMillan.
It was a pun.
Of the Carolina Panthers. So, yeah, that is pretty much what has happened. Nothing too crazy. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks. And make sure to sub to the other person you're watching Rhinos. Well, you can sub to me. That would be pretty cool. If you're watching me, you definitely got to sub to Rising Rhino. Make sure to do it. Make sure to do it right now. It is fast and free and easy to do.
Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, everyone else is doing it.
The
future of NFL YouTube right here. You're watching it right now.
Dropping the links for the Dr. Delay in the chat as well for you.
Go ahead and type it in for.
So make sure you go over there, sub it up. Tons of streaming content. I mean, I know I stream a lot, and Dr. Delay is up there with me with the amount of streams that we do.
I've been taking a little bit of a breather as well. I'm not going to lie, but we'll start ramping that up in March. And
I'm going to be next week. I'm taking I'm going on vacation for like 5 days, so it's going to be nice. Working, teaching, and streaming all these streams, it's insane. So I need a getaway. So
play-by-play ice skating. I don't know about that one. I think Rhino, you have to take that one.
Ice skating.
I do plan on doing the Olympics, but I don't know if I'm doing ice skating. We'll see. Like, that was just an elegant swell.
We'll do some curling.
I don't know. I don't even know how to do that. Like, did you see it? It's going in there slowly. They are really scrubbing away. Oh, what a play by that guy.
Oh, you are
unbelievable.
You are good. You're ready to go. Lock this guy in for the Olympics.
We're not doing it.
That was actually, I felt like I was there. I felt like I was watching with you. I felt the 100%, excitement.
Yeah. Oh, that was
so
genuinely fake. All that was fake.
I was fine. Now I want to watch curling. I really
curling. Do. It's just scrubbing away. Ridiculous.
Look at that form. Look at the technique from elbow. Oh, man.
Just properly. Knees bent, just going at it. Unbelievable stuff. And that's why they get the bronze medal. All that for bronze.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to cover much because I'm away for that first week of the Olympics. But the bronze game for hockey is, when is that? The 21st, February 21st at 2:30 Eastern Time. And then the gold match is Sunday morning, 8 a.m. for hockey, men's hockey. So those I could cover, but I'm not going to be able to cover anything else before that.
Yeah, I'll try to do what I can. Like I said, I'll try. I genuinely don't know. I need to look at the Olympic schedule need to look at it. Again, we're in commercial break, folks. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Again, we're just chatting football. Feel free to get involved in the chat down below. We're trying to get to the chat as often as we can. A lot of stuff happening, though.
But some people, they just make stupid comments, and they're like, why aren't you reading my comments? Oh, my name's 13. We'll get your comments, if it adds value.
Okay, Trisk. I love you, Trisk. I love you, Trisk. I love you, Trisk. But, yeah, it happens. It happens. Anyway,
it's got to be good.
Appreciate you guys. I really do. But yeah.
Play-by-play of people at the grocery store. We could do that. We could.
What do you think about? Yeah, I don't know. Again, NBA. I'm not really an NBA guy. Apparently, we have a pope in the crowd. Did you see that?
He's got a.
The pope is in
he's
the
wearing
crowd.
A bear's on the top of his head. It makes me think of do a bear crap in the woods? Does a pope crap in the woods? That's exactly what I think of when I see him wearing the bear's hat. So I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I know I have a lot of Bears fans that have subbed to my channel. And they definitely have given me a hard time because I've been kind of down on them the entire year. And then they went to the playoffs and they beat the Packers. But
why do you get a lot of Bears fans on your channel?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But it's really fun they're all great. They really are. They aren't. They don't hate on me. Of course, they just give me a hard time about how I've been just pessimistic about the Bears. Ultimately, again, I don't really think they were that great. Again, they really needed the Packers to kind of self-destruct in order to beat the Packers in Chicago. And I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what they do next year. Again, we don't know what's free agency and all that's gonna.
Oh wait, isn't that who is that? I heard the voice. That's the lawyer guy.
I have no idea.
You don't know. You don't watch your TV shows. What's that guy's name? Bob something. Odenkirk or something. He was on Better Call Saul. So that show, but he was Breaking Bad. Isn't that guy?
I have no idea.
It sounds like him. Doesn't look like him. He's got the crazy gray hair. But
genuinely, no idea. I see Russell Wilson though.
Playoffs.
Don't talk about the playoffs. You kidding me? I just hope we can win a game.
Another game.
Sounds like Tomlin. I just hope we can win a game.
Saul Goodman. Yeah, Saul Goodman.
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. Nothing.
I think that's him, right?
I mean, sure. I guess.
Stop there.
Who you got? Coach of the year? Yeah, I don't know if that's coming up, but I'm thinking of Vrabel, but I do think Liam Cohen has a solid shot. I genuinely believe Liam Cohen has a good shot.
Protector of the year? They just put Protector of the Year up there. But yeah, I'm going more Vrabel than Cohen.
I think those two will be the ones for sure. Protector of the Year. I genuinely have no idea what this is. So I guess this is Offensive Lineman of the Year. That's not listed at all for me.
Protector of the Year.
Rhino, I know everyone's kind of grown up in wanting to be the Protector of the Year, so I think you need to show a little bit more respect to this award.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I say about that.
You need to just understand that, again, every one of us that has loved and have played football or just even watched football have grown up wanting to be the Protector of the Year. And you're gone again.
Well, actor's Jon Hamm.
GG's. We switched again.
Yeah, something weird. But Jon Hamm's the host, but who's the Pope guy? I thought that was the Saul Goodman. That's what I was saying. Because they're saying actor.
I don't know. I don't follow these Hollywood celebrities like you and the rest of the chat do. I didn't realize you guys were just pretty much paparazzi. I can see why Tobey Maguire tells you guys to buzz off all the time. I mean, I have no idea.
Tobey Maguire.
No idea who you guys are talking about. No idea.
Tobey Maguire.
Let's see.
That's what
all right.
that's
so
what
I
going
see.
With Spider-Man.
They had a Dolphins guy up there. Let's see. So we have Creed Humphrey. He's being nominated. Garrett Bowles. Creed Humphrey. How did they mess that up? I don't know. That was kind of weird. Quinn Miners. I know he kind of got wrecked in the playoffs. Joe Tooney. Joe Tooney's been good for a while.
A long while.
And there was a guy from the Dolphins. I feel bad I didn't get to catch his name, but
Tooney gets the win.
Gonna be Tooney.
Unbelievable.
Well, it happens. Let's see here.
Okay. So Bob Odenkirk, that was him. And he played the Chicago Pope character in a skit. So that's why that makes sense. I didn't see that skit.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I have no idea. But yeah. So Joe Tooney, Protector of the Year. So congratulations to him. That is awesome. Yeah. I'll clap for him again. So good.
The Bears. The Bears.
Now, let me actually write that down just in case. I'm sure.
Yeah, I've been writing it down too.
Tony, Protector.
So we still have 3 more awards in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if that's going to be in a half hour. They're stretching this out for another hour and a half. I thought it was like...
Are they really doing that? There's no way. There's an hour and a half left on this. Unbelievable.
Otherwise, it's a half hour. Are they going to get all those other awards in a half hour?
I think it's an hour and a half.
Another hour and a half, right?
Yeah. So I didn't realize it was 2 hours. My bad. I thought it was just an hour. That's fine. More chat.
Yeah, there was an hour too, and an hour, then the red carpet show. But it was an hour, then 2 hours. So it's a whole football length.
Aaron Brewer, gotcha. Orville not happy. Creed was robbed. That's tough. That is
they
tough.
want to know when Old Man of the Year award is, and that's that already went to Aaron Rodgers. So
hey, he's great. Aaron Rodgers is amazing. Terry Bradshaw, Spokesman of the Year for sure. I think this is Comeback Player of the Year.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that wasn't on the site either.
That's not on the list either. Yeah, they're terrible. Genuinely terrible.
They're doing a rough job of posting that out there.
So NFL.com hates its fans.
It doesn't want the Protector of the Year and Comeback Player of the Year. They're not showing these things.
With salad in between, probably.
I know we got Trevor Lawrence.
You won't make it another hour and a half. I totally understand. Totally get it.
And you're saying it should be Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I did see that. That was on the Hall of Fame website.
Stephon Diggs? I don't think Stephon Diggs.
So, Comeback Play of the Year is going to be, either Trevor Lawrence, Stephon Diggs, Aiden Hutchinson, Christian McCaffrey, or Dak Prescott. I'm going with Trevor Lawrence. That is my pick.
That's a solid one. Aiden Hutchinson, yeah. McCaffrey.
Bryce Young comeback? No, he's not nominated. No. Bryce Young MVP? No, not happening.
Flacco. No Flacco. You stop that Flacco nonsense. Oh, there's also a Fan of the Year. Okay.
Makes sense not to vote Belichick. No, it does not make sense for that to happen. That's some good rage bait there, or trolling. Not going to have that happen.
All right.
They have Dak Prescott as well as a nominee. Did I say that?
Prescott.
Yeah, I did.
They just announced I didn't hear him. He's coming up there.
I don't know. I'm just kind of looking.
Jeff is back. Christian McCaffrey, CMC for the win.
Christian McCaffrey. Well, I was wrong on that. Don't even know why I make predictions. I'm not feeling good at all for the Hall of Fame. Pretty much if I have you on my Hall of Fame ballot, you're not getting in tonight. I mean, I've been wrong on every single one except for the Assistant of the Year. And I'm really so proud that I got the Assistant Coach of the Year. I'm so happy of all the ones. Actually, no, I think I was also thinking Clint Kubiak as well. I don't know. I had a two for there. No fair, I guess. All right, Christian McCaffrey, comeback player of the year. Congratulations to him. I know he was used a lot. I don't know actually how he did.
Comeback fantasy player of the year.
Yeah, I'm never taking that guy again from fantasy.
Well, he did
He's
well
burned me
this year.
twice. Both years I've taken him. Both years he's been gone.
The Niners lost so many of their players this year, and CMC stayed healthy. So
he was actually so close to 1,000 1,000 rushing, 1,000 receiving, and 1,200 rushing, and then 924 receiving. Wow. So he was better than I thought. Only averaged, though, 3.9 yards a carry. Not ideal, but again,
3.9, yeah, yikes. But, he's the main guy in the backfield, though.
Yeah, so. For sure. He's at 7,500 rushing yards, 5,300 receiving, so that's not too bad. That's 12.8 on all-purpose yards. And, well, actually, no. He probably has some returns as well. I don't know.
Yep, he's better than his dad, Ed McCaffrey, from the Broncos for years.
He hasn't returned actually since 2017. I didn't know that. I thought he returned more than that.
I liked Ed McCaffrey back in the day. He was on the Giants.
Yeah, I remember him on NFL 2K1. I would play with the Broncos a lot. And I would be throwing to him, Ed McCaffrey, and Ron Smith.
Yep. They were both really good. I wouldn't say they were elite, but they were pretty good wide receiver combo.
It's absolutely nuts. Yeah, no, the Belichick thing is crazy. All right, looks like are they doing the coach of the year? Is that what I'm seeing? Or no?
I didn't see that, but you don't know. Throw a dart at the dartboard, and that's
Don
what they're doing
High School. Oh, the Don Shula High School Coach of the Year. So there you go. I know you guys are really ready for the high school coach of the year. Well, they just got to commercial break, so too bad. You won't know.
The high school coach of the year?
Yes.
Who gives a crap?
Well, unfortunately, everyone does. So again, Rhino, you're just going to have to suck it up.
Who's going to be fan of the year? Didn't TG get that last year or 2 years ago?
I don't even know. Don't even know who that is.
Fan of the year.
Ben Johnson better win coach of the year. Yeah, was he nominated? He's pretty good. Coach of the year. Yeah, I know he is nominated. That's another one. That's pretty solid choices for the coach of the year. Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Mike McDonald, Mike Vrabel, Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan, I think, is not going to get it. But any of the other four, I think, could easily get it for sure.
Yeah. What other awards can they give out next year? Like, there's going to be an award for everything because they got to hand out all participation trophies, So yeah, they got to think of some more awards.
Ideally, they come up with a best NFL YouTuber that starts with Doctor. And if I finish second, that would be
10 at least. Top 10 at least.
I'd be so bummed if I don't know. Actually, I don't know if there's any NFL or sports YouTubers that start with Doctor. I know there's a lot of gamer ones, but I don't know about the sports one. That'd be pretty devastating. It was a 2-man race, and you finished third, bud.
Yeah,
you finished third.
That'd be rough times. They'll give it to their kid Sketch. He'd be like, it's Dr. Sketch now, so I'm going to win. They're like, Sketch? What?
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
That guy won?
Yeah.
He's an honorary doctor, okay?
No, he's not. No, he's not. Let's see here. McDonald, everyone picked the Hawks last. Yeah, that's a good one. A lot of people. I had the Seahawks finishing pretty bad. I did not have the Seahawks doing well. Again, once I saw them play, though, this year, I'm like, immediately, I kind of knew they were good. You can just tell. I covered the Seattle-Tampa Bay game, man. That was one of the best games. They actually lost that game, but I still came away thinking, man, they are legit. That was a fun game. They were both wearing their throwbacks, the Tampa Bay with the white creamsicles. So I guess, they're away throwbacks, and then the Seattle Seahawks with their home throwbacks. That was a great game. That was probably game of the year. Other than Steelers-Jets. That should have been up there. But Steelers-Jets was awesome. Anyone that watched that game knows that was legit. That was great.
That was like
there was a bunch of lead
changes at the end or something. You can't lose to the Jets, and you almost did.
Okay, well, the Jets were really good in week 1.
How about that defense?
Steelers defense was pathetic that game. That was
all
terrible.
year. Like, the best
they
thing
were
is
genuinely
when
bad.
they gave all these great stats. It was like 34 touchdown passes, no interceptions, 4,200 yards passing. Who was this player? Every quarterback that played against the Jets all year long. No interceptions. It was just amazing. So
it was still a great game. And Rodgers threw 4 of those. Pretty good.
Oh, 13. Going crazy. I don't know how many people, the newbies, get that joke.
Ray, I don't know who that is. Ray Caruth.
Ray, you don't know? Yeah, see, like I said, most people are not going to know that joke. He was a former Panther. All right. Former Carolina Panthers wide receiver from the late 90s.
Green Bay game. I don't know if I don't like, so a lot of people have it to where, like, their game of the years are like one team's ahead by so much, then the other team comes back. I don't think that's really that great. I think that's just a collapse on one team's part. I like it when it's back and forth the entire way. And that's why, I like the Seattle-Tampa Bay game and, the Pittsburgh-New York game. I don't know. I mean, the exception to it would be the Seattle-Los Angeles one, the 39-38 Thursday night game. That was pretty cool. But I don't really like seeing, if one team's up 31-0, then the other team comes back and wins 34-30. To me, that's not a great game. Like the Vikings-Colts comes to mind a few years ago. I didn't think that was that great of a game. I think that was just a collapse. I don't know. What about you? What do you think about all that?
You're going to shut your mouth and you're going to shut it right now. I think it was a collapse. What do you think? I think we should get back to this one. Well, unless you're going to go have an award. Biggest collapse of the year award. But that was
We should have that was actually.
3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
That actually was a fun stream. I did that with my buddy Will. And I remember just the first half being like all Colts, the second half being all Vikings. It was like a Canadian Football League game. It's a tale of two halves. And it's just wild. But
game of the year, I don't know. Coach of the year is apparently up now. I'm not seeing. I see Travis Kelce on my screen.
What up, Martin? Vince? Who else popped on in? 13 keeps yakking it up.
What game of the year? Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know if they even have that. But yeah, Coach of the Year is happening. So again, the nominees for the Coach of the Year: Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Mike McDonald, Kyle Shanahan, and Mike Vrabel.
I'm going Vrabel.
There you go.
People in the chat are saying...
but with Cohen as a close second.
I'm saying Ben Johnson, though.
Ben Johnson, yeah. Again, that's another solid pick. Really solid. And again, Mike McDonald. Again, like, honestly, you have 4 solid picks. Really do. Again, Kyle Shanahan, he had a lot. He honestly did a good job with all the injuries. But I don't know. I would put him at 5.
Why are they going through some of the players? They went to Puka, then Kenny Moore.
I don't know.
I guess how they're dressed.
A lot of people
sharp.
Complain about a lot of, CTE happening in the NFL. What about these announcers and who puts this stuff together? CTE. I mean, what is going on?
There's so many moving parts of this because there's like 50 people doing things. So this has got to be so hard to put together. It's like you get 2 minutes, and then after that 2 minutes, you're hopping on. Your 2 minutes is between that guy's 1 minute and that guy's 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, appreciate you, Trisk. I don't know what's happening over there. All right.
6% of my viewers.
Vrabel turned a 4-13 team into a Super Bowl team. He has to win, or it's robbery. I mean, that's a solid argument. That's kind of why I'm picking him. Again, there's other great stories as well. But yeah, I would think that would be the one that makes the most sense. But again, Mike McDonald also has a great case. Same thing again with Liam Cohen, and Ben Johnson. Really a solid group this year. Which I'd love to tell you the winner. The problem is they won't let us.
Talking and stalling. They're like, we got to drag this on for another hour and 15 minutes.
If this continues, I'm going to put on Fortnite. You're just going to see Fortnite on my channel.
Is Fortnite?
I'm just going to be playing this game and talking Fortnite. I could finish probably a whole match, and then they'll announce the award. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway,
Andy
what a
Reid
craziness.
with his Hawaiian shirt. Yikes.
Andy Reid with the no, I don't think Andy Reid's making
He ain't
any
making nothing.
appearance tonight.
Let me get some of those nuggets. Nugs, or whatever that commercial was.
Thank goodness Tomlin nor McVay are managing this production. Yeah. They would be wasting challenges and killing a lot of time, wasting a lot of time, burning timeouts early. You used all the commercial breaks in the first hour. Yeah, for sure. That would be that.
It's like the last 2 minutes of a basketball game. It's just like,
yeah.
Stop. Whistle, whistle, whistle. Foul. Ben Johnson.
Did Ben Johnson win the Coach of the Year? Well, he could. I don't know. Like I said,
surprising year.
No idea.
Patches O'Houlihan should be Coach of the Year. That I like. I'm in. I'll sign up for that.
They're finally announcing like the candidates, like what crazy stuff.
They were talking about
Ben
God
Johnson,
knows what.
first one. He's the first candidate up for Coach of the Year. Again, the Bears went from pretty much a disaster last year to pretty solid this year. Same thing, of course, with Liam Cohen and the Jaguars. Jaguars, again, an afterthought. I picked them to win the AFC South. I was called a madman by somebody here, and yet they did. Actually, they didn't. No, yeah, they did. And they did pretty well. Kyle Shanahan, again, dealt with a injured San Francisco team, but he still powered them through and got them to the playoffs, did a good job. And, of course, Mike Vrabel has taken over for Coach Mayo after 1 year, Jared Mayo, and went from complete trash to really solid and very impressive, and makes you wonder why the Steelers couldn't make that higher last year. And then finally, Mike McDonald with Seattle again. A lot of Ravens fans upset that the Ravens couldn't keep this guy to replace Harbaugh. He's going to Seattle and is coaching in his first Super Bowl this year.
And the winner is Mike Vrabel.
Congratulations to Mike Vrabel.
Let's give him a golf clap.
Now clap. Mike Vrabel is your Coach of the Year.
Oh, he's not there.
Well, he's, doing
he's got an important job right now.
He's kind of got something he's doing, He's getting the cameras ready for Spygate. I mean,
oh yeah, he's got them everywhere.
He's either setting up some cams or he's
totally
tampering with the footballs or something.
He's doing something. That is the way of that is the Patriots' craft for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
It's not easy. I know it's not, Trisk. Again, I appreciate you, Trisk, going all out for us tonight. Are you kidding me? Sorry, Hawks fan. Yeah, it's tough. Again, it was close. Again, you really could make the argument for all these guys. You really could. I mean, these guys are all great. But, Vrabel's got it.
Oh, baby, he's got it. Yep, I think that's a good decision. But, yeah. Cameron Dicker, what is he out there? They really know how to spread this out to every single person. How are they going to get Taylor Swift on there, Patty Mahomes out? They're going to get everybody out there. Like every single player from every single team.
Yep.
It's going to be crazy.
That's the way of the force. It's the way it is. So what is this? What is this award?
Football.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Flag football. Well, flag football players of the year. Is that what it is? Is that Trey Lance? I think that's Trey Lance.
No, nobody knows.
It's Jordan Love. Yeah, it's Jordan Love.
The Golden Corral player of the year. If only. I'm getting hungry. That's all I know. Anyway. I thought this would be done in like 10 minutes. But was
too
I
bad.
wrong?
We're on here all night, apparently.
We're going flag football?
Not even halfway through this thing. Again, we're getting the important awards out of the way, so we don't have to deal with that garbage MVP stuff and Hall of Fame announcements, We
go flag football, player of the year, fan of the year. Flag players of the year. That's what. And then we're going to get like high school coach of the year. Man.
See the chat not happy with the Vrabel pick. Not happy with the Vrabel pick at all. The chat is not happy.
Ben
They
Johnson.
are not happy about the Vrabel pick. I thought it was a fine pick. I thought it was a fine pick. I mean, again, you really couldn't go wrong with either of them. They were all really solid.
And now they're going to a commercial, so they're like, "Oh, we're going to talk about flag football after this commercial break." Like, that's going to reel people back in. Like, that's not how you. Stay tuned. We're going to talk flag football when you get back. No, that doesn't. Like,
I don't think they knew
right
what the
now.
real hook was.
Yeah, that's.
Could have been a teaser like, "Hey, we'll introduce one of the inductees to the Hall of Fame." Nope, flag football.
With all these commercials, like, and all this planning with getting all these people in there, they're like, "All right, here's a great idea to reel them back in."
Flag football.
Flag football.
Let's talk about flag football. I don't even know who won, but again, thank you guys for hanging out, man. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, it's just so dumb. So dumb.
Bud Light Player of the Year, nice.
But yeah, no, again, we'll both be covering the Super Bowl. So again, make sure to sub it up to the other channel. Again, I'll be sure to post a Rising Rhinos link in the chat. And make sure again to sub it up. We'll be covering the Super Bowl, one final NFL game for the 2025 season. And it's sad. It's already gone. I'm really devastated. Really devastated. I kind of felt like after, honestly, NFL season really ends for me. Well, obviously when the Steelers are eliminated, but really after wild card round, because like there's actually really after the week 18, because like I kind of enjoy, looking at the bottom of the screen and seeing, like the Titans 14, Jacksonville 7, like, you don't see that in the playoffs, knowing that there's other playoff or football games happening. There's nothing. I miss it already. I already do.
Yep. The AFC Championship games, there was only 2 games on. It's like, come on, there's got to be more.
Yeah.
So it's rough. It's rough. And then we have to wait till the end of March for the UFL, and that's nowhere near this level. But.
Yeah, UFL. I mean, I think it could be okay. Like I said, it's really going to be, is the actual game entertaining? Can they actually make it? That's what bothers me about the XFL, UFL, all that stuff, is that the XFL, whenever they were coming out, they were really like, hey, we're not going to be slow. We're not going to be boring. You're going to see a lot of big hits. You're not going to see a lot of penalties. And well, really, we haven't been promised that. Of course, again, the XFL had to fold or sell or whatever. But the UFL is pretty much like a NFL light. And that's not what they really should be going for. They should be going for that, the 2000s NFL type of vibe, and they're really throwing it away. That's just me. I feel like that's how you would get a lot of viewers and a lot of fans, is by getting more of that physicality and the big hits, and bring that back.
I don't know. I feel like they got to do something different. I don't know if it's going to work. They tried how many times now? 6 or 7 times. Yeah. Of these spring leagues, and I don't know if it's going to work. I hope one works, but until they go global, I don't know if it's going to work. They're not going to get enough people watching. So here's my idea. I don't know how it's going to work, but they got in baseball the Savannah Bananas. If they do some version of that for football, that's like entertainment and a little bit of football, maybe that can work. But I don't know if the full-on other league is going to work. So that's what I'm thinking. They got to switch it up and go a different route.
Personally, I can't stand the Savannah Bananas, so it wouldn't attract me if that's what they went with. I like football. I think they should.
Me too.
Really just kind of lean into like, hey, this is football. This is football that you grew up with, not the current NFL. I think, again, if you kind of bring that smash mouth attitude back and, it displays on the field, I think you could have a great product. I think you really could. Again, I think, I don't know. I don't know what the TV money is, but I feel like it's got to be decent if you're getting broadcasted on both Fox and ABC, ESPN, or whatever. Right. So they have, you'd think they'd have the money. To compensate these players, but
what they need to do is like they got to go with the practice squad guys on the NFL and have them in there. So it's like fight for that, because they need those guys to possibly make the team in the NFL and like not make the team, but be like backups. But they got to give them playing time, so that'll only help the NFL if they do that. And it's players that are going to go and play that people want to watch. Be like, all right, this guy's on the Vikings practice squad, let's say, I want to see him do well in these games. So they need to partner with the NFL.
No, I agree. I think that'd be a good step forward. By the way, Roger Goodell's on the screen, the guy that's ruined the game for me. That fraud.
Ruined the game, but
he's made them so much money. But no, forget that guy, though. But anyway, I do see a comment there. Again, they have not really announced a lot of awards, but the awards they have announced are as follows. The Assistant Coach of the Year went to Josh McDaniels. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tatoria McMillan. Protector of the Year, Joe Tooney. Joe Tooney, right? I can't remember his name. Joe first. Yeah, I have Tooney. Comeback Player of the Year is Christian McCaffrey, and then Coach of the Year is Mike Vrabel. If you're like, well, what about the Offensive Player of the Year? I did not announce that. What about the MVP? Again, I didn't quite announce it because it wasn't announced already.
But what about the flag football award? What about that?
They actually did announce it. I don't really remember. I didn't write that.
I'm on the edge of my seat here, Delay.
I know. I kind of let you guys down with that. Sorry. Have to find another stream if you wanted the flag football award.
He hate me. Do you remember He Hate Me? Do you remember that Delay?
I know Rod's smart, but I don't remember him as He Hate Me. I just know him as Madden 05 running back with a lot of hair. That's how I remember him as.
And he won a Super Bowl on it, but he wasn't on the Panthers. Where was he?
I mean, he was on the Panthers. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I can look it up right now for you.
I think he was on the Super Bowl winning team, unless he was on the Super Bowl losing team.
Ron Smart. Yeah, I think he was on the Panthers.
He was the Panthers.
Yeah, he was on the Panthers. That's it. Eagles and then the Panthers.
Oh, so did he win one with the Eagles?
No.
He would. Okay.
Eagles didn't win one until 2017. That would have been way after his. He would have been 40 years old in 2017.
I guess it was just in the Super Bowl is what I saw years ago, where it's like, all these players were in Super Bowls that were on in the XFL from 2001. Yeah.
Again, I have no idea what's next. Again, they're kind of just talking.
Well, I thought they were saying something about the Walter Payton Award. So.
Is that what they're doing? Okay, yeah, Walter Payton. So, Walter Payton, Man of the Year. There you go. That's the most prestigious honor. That's what they tell us. That's what they tell us all the time. It's the best award. That is what they tell us. That is what they tell us.
Oh, here's the nominees. I got a bunch of people.
Yep.
How many? It's like 17 people coming.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. We'll just hopefully they give us a list. They do. It's 32 people. Again, that's right. Every team has one. Every team has one.
Okay. But is it one or is it two? Do two guys win this?
I think just one win. I think it's just because it's Walter Payton
Man of the Year.
It's not Walter Payton Man of the Year.
What was the award where they do something like that and two guys win? I thought it was this one. All right, I must be thinking of a different one.
You know,
look at those
couldn't
suits.
Tell you. This award show, this award show is pretty. I mean, it's not ran well at all. Like I said, Roger, I'm not a fan of you at all. But hey, if you want the show to be run correctly, feel free to chat down below. I'll get you my contact information.
And they bring them all onto and then they go to a commercial. What is happening?
I don't know what to tell you.
It's like this is like a commercial show with an occasional award.
Yeah.
It's like what's that hockey and that fight joke? Oh, I went to a fight and the hockey game broke out.
Yeah.
I went to a commercial show and an award ceremony broke out.
It's absolutely pathetic.
Welcome in, Raider, and they say, "What's up, Dr. Delay?"
Appreciate ya. Raider, you're the man.
The 32 nominees should fight it out UFC style. That kind of doesn't make sense for a Walter Payton Man of the Year.
I would be fine with that. I think
when you have to fight it out.
That'd be more entertaining than what's happened in the last 20 minutes.
Maybe they have like a hug fest or something. Be like, oh, he gave the best hugs because he's the Man of the Year. But fighting, that doesn't make sense.
No, that should happen. I completely agree, Denny. Good stuff. Good stuff.
This guy knocked out 7 guys to win the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Look at this guy.
No, it'd be like someone knocks out 7 and then it's one guy blindsides him from behind like he hasn't done anything the entire fight. Boom. That's who
like
wins.
Royal,
right,
maybe they should have a Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Like, but they'll name it something
32.
else, you know?
Yeah.
A Royal Rumble.
I don't know. Yeah,
Walter Payton Rumble of the Year.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, this has been kind of, man, a little disappointing. You know what's really unfortunate is that we're only halfway through. we're gonna fail.
Unfortunately for the people watching here with us,
yeah,
we have another hour to go.
If you guys got to go to bed, I don't blame you guys at all. What's up?
The crazy thing is this: that first hour went so smooth because we weren't paying attention to this and we were chatting and it was flowing nicely. And then the awards start and we're like, and like,
we'll stop and go.
It's just the worst. It's just Lucy pulling the football away every 3 minutes. That they're not doing anything. This is a show of commercials.
It really is. One way I can kind of think to kind of get some of the conversation here. So I know a lot of my chat. We love football. And you love football too, but here's the problem, Rhino. This is why we don't question you, but we question people that think like you. We watched that Denver Broncos game and we loved it. We love weather. Why don't you like snow with your football or football with your snow? Why are you a domie?
Playing football in the snow is fun, but I want to see who the winner is, the best football team against the best football team. I don't want to see, like, this is what you get in all the sports. You get it in golf, you get it in baseball, you get it in basketball, you get it in every sport. They take the elements out of the game. And you see the better team wins, and that's what it is. Like, but in football, it's like, oh, let's play it in this weather, and that disrupts the game. So I don't like that variable mixed in there because you might not know who the better team is. Like the Patriots versus the Broncos game. I think if it doesn't snow, I think the Broncos win that game most of the time, even with Stidham as their quarterback. But they couldn't do anything in the snow, and they couldn't do anything. Like, I think the Patriots wouldn't do anything anyway because the Broncos defense manhandles them. But Stidham could find a way to get more points and win that game. So the better team didn't win that game because of the elements. And I don't like that. So I want that out of the game. I want to know who's the better team in a vacuum. And that's why I want the elements out of the game. So
well, I like those comment here. Elements are a part of the game. I don't know. I mean, sometimes the best team doesn't always win. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, why do we want everything to be balanced and equal? I mean, some teams play to that strength. Some teams are a defensive team. That's where the weather comes in and helps. And again, it's also just beautiful.
The weather comes in and helps them. So that skews.
Well, then you gotta game plan around it. You just gotta figure it out. That's just how it goes. It's always been the case. I mean, games were always played in a dome. That's kind of a rarity. Now, of course, it's becoming more commonplace. I mean, you're seeing again the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to have a dome. I mean, again, they're kind of kissing away their home field advantage. I mean, a few years ago, again, the Dolphins came to town, and everyone knew the Dolphins had no chance. Why? Because it was going to be cold. Now, the Chiefs are going to, if that game were to happen in that new stadium, I mean, the Dolphins would put up some points. And, of course, again, the Browns absolutely being in a complete embarrassment to the AFC North by getting a dome or whatever. That's pathetic. I mean, again, they're taking away the weather. I don't know. I don't like the idea of just everyone has to play on the same conditions. Like, again, that's what makes you traveling to different places so cool. And you get to see, again, the different environments, the different home field advantage. I mean,
the crowd, the home field crowd advantage with that. But
I could argue in a dome that is nullified, that it's pretty much, it's not even a big deal.
Well, like the home field is. We could also take the noise out because, like tennis, they're not making any noise. They have to be quiet. In golf, they got to be quiet.
Tennis, and that's because the tennis players are bums. I mean,
volleyball, like all these sports, they have to be like, nope, you can't even talk. But football, everything's allowed and it's chaos. So it's
it's chaos. Yeah. But also, again, weather is also chaos. I love chaos. I thought we loved chaos
like
here. It's
chaos.
what we watch football. Oh, it's snowing. Oh my goodness! Now you can't even see. There's no. I mean, barely any rain. I mean, again, as soon as there's lightning, like an hour away, they shut down the entire game for like 30 minutes. You know,
might
again,
as well
it just makes it.
Just be a defensive team because and then be in cold weather. So if you're on the East Coast, just go all defense and hope it snows because then you're going to win the game because the other team can't do anything. So it's
and that's not always the case. I mean, it's always pretty neat to see again, like, another, we've seen, warm weather teams go up and beat cold weather teams. That's always kind of neat. You think, oh, well, it's going to definitely favor one team. But then, the upset. Oh, the Packers are actually getting outplayed by the Buccaneers in cold Lambeau or whatnot. You just never know. Again, that's what makes it football. Again, you never know how it's going to go. You never know if the best team's going to win. That's usually not the case. I mean, sometimes it is, but other times it's not. And again, I think taking away weather is just, I just think that's, I don't know. I don't like it. Again, I think rain and snow are special. I think it's really cool to watch. And I enjoy watching those games.
It affects the game. And I like if the players affect the game, not if random snow and rain affect the game. So, but football, it's also harder to know if the best team wins, if that's really the best team that wins the Super Bowl. Because I feel like if we rewrite history, replay history, the sport that would change the most would be the NFL with the Super Bowls. Because you have baseball that plays best of 7. You have basketball best of 7. Best of 7, with a bigger sample size, you see what team's truly going to win. But best of 1, it's
chaos. That's what we want, right?
It makes it exciting. It makes it exciting.
We want to have the little guy always win. Oh man, we're watching a movie. You guys again watch movies. I don't watch movies, but I imagine most movies are like this, where we're pulling for the little guy going up against the big guy. And again, whatever. And then, but when that happens in real life, well, we don't want that to happen. When the college football playoff, to get that group of 5 team out of here. I actually don't want to see the little guy, the underdog, win. I don't want to see, in the NFL, a team that has to get by with defense and luck and snow to win. I mean, I think that's crazy. I think you got to have it. You got to have it. It's been part of it forever. And again, with all these.
Well, just because it's been a part of it forever doesn't mean that's the way it's supposed to be, as we're changing with all sports.
I guess, but I don't know. I think just the NFL is progressing into the NFL is declining. A lot of sports are declining. And I just think, again, making everything stale and look the same is just, I don't know. I'm also, again, I like visually appealing things, and turning everything into an indoor spectacle.
Well,
you don't even know where you take away the logos. Where are you playing? Yeah, I don't know. It just nothing would be special about traveling to Pittsburgh if it was in the Dome, or Seattle or New England if they all played in a closed atmosphere. There's nothing special about traveling to that specific location.
All right, they just had DJ Moore. The catch from Caleb Williams was the next gen moment of the year, so they won the award for that. And we are segueing to Kurt Warner, and we're getting into the Pro Football Hall of Fame part now.
That's good. Finally.
Did they not, like, the Man of the Year, Walter Payton, were like, they put him on there, and then they just see ya, get out of here.
No, the Man of the Year was, I guess, they brought him out there, and then they announced it during commercial break.
That must have been it, because, like, it's not important. And the same thing with, what was it, the Fan of the Year and the Flag Football.
Flag Football, yeah.
So, we don't know. To heck with it. But anyway, the Hall of Fame class coming up there. Tell us again, Delay, your thoughts on the Hall of Fame. Well, first give us the 15 eligible players.
Okay, yes, the 15 eligible players for this 2026 class. In no order, alphabetical order, I guess. Willie Anderson, he was an offensive tackle, I believe, for the Bengals. Drew Brees, of course, you know him. Jahari Evans, he was a guard for the Saints. Larry Fitzgerald, Frank Gore, Torrey Holt, Luke Kuechly, Eli Manning, Terrell Suggs, Adam Vinatieri, Reggie Wayne, Kevin Williams. He was a defensive tackle for many teams, Vikings, Bills, etc. Jason Witten, Darren Woodson, again, a defensive back for the Cowboys, and Marshall Yanda was a guard for the Ravens many, many years ago. So those guys are the 15 eligible for the 5 spots, up to 5 spots in the Hall of Fame.
So now they are actually announcing the players. So Larry Fitzgerald gets nominated in. So Larry Fitzgerald is in, and then we got Luke Kuechly in there.
So far I have 2 of them right. So I had Fitzgerald, Kuechly, Breeze, Wayne, and Woodson.
Oh, there we go. Adam Vinatieri. That was my 5th. I was like, it's going to be Vinatieri or Witten.
Did not see that happening.
Vinatieri's the best kicker of all time. He has to be in, but he's not first ballot. He comes in the second year. Best,
but he's never getting in. Not anymore. Interesting. So Adam Vinatieri. Okay, so I was wrong on that.
Whoa.
What happened?
Hall of Famer Roger Craig is in there. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, Craig was part of the other the older people class. I don't know. You boomers and Gen Xers, older Gen Xers can let me know about that.
The Snowman's going to love that. He's been pushing for him for a while.
Yeah. All right, I guess we need Matt Forte in the Hall of Fame now. I don't know. So
he was good, but not Hall of Fame. He was good. And then Priest Holmes, to get him in there as well.
Like Roger
And obviously inducted is Drew Brees.
Wow.
Obviously.
So
but Craig is one of the 5? That counts as one of the 5?
I didn't think it counted as one of the 5. That's shocking. Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's a separate thing. I thought it was complete. So, yeah, Roger Craig, Ken Anderson, and L.C. Greenwood were the in the other class, but apparently, okay, I don't know. I think they changed it all up.
The NFL honors there, Butterfly. That's what we're watching. The Hall of Fame.
Gerald.
Oh, man. Yeah, so Delay and I thought Darren Woodson was going to get in this year, but they do not make it.
Woodson and Wayne, Reggie Wayne. But that did not happen.
Yep, I didn't think Wayne was going to get in. I'm like, it's Vinatieri or Witten.
All right, so
I think Vinatieri's better.
Vinatieri? Yeah, I mean, I think I'd put in Witten before Vinatieri.
How?
I love kickers. I'm a kicker myself. I was a kicker. I was a punter and a kicker, soccer player, all that stuff. I don't know if I really highlight Adam Vinatieri, though. I don't really know if I put in kickers and punters, to be honest with you.
Well, if you're going with Hall of Fame players, and if you're going from each position, like, he's the best pretty much all time. So, I mean, it makes sense to put him in.
I mean, you don't have to put in every position. Are we putting in the best long snapper of all time? I mean, are we? I don't know. I don't think we actually have one. No, I don't really think a guy that comes on the field for about 4 or 5 times a game should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think Devin Hester should have been in the Hall of Fame. Again, a guy that only touched the ball 5 or 6 times a game, maybe. I don't think he should have been in.
But they impacted many games, like especially Vinatieri.
Well, I mean, again, that's when that's where the Eli crowd comes in. You know,
it's not just it's a lot of games, and then getting into in the weather in that snow, Vinatieri kicking that field goal to win the game against the Raiders. That's huge.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Again, I know. It's
and then winning a bunch of Super Bowls, so it's like.
I don't know.
He had to carry Brady for years until Brady was able to fly with his own wings.
I mean, everything I know. I mean, everything you're saying, I understand that happened, and I kind of agree with. I don't think that means they're a Hall of Famer. But anyway, for the class of 2026, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, Roger Craig, and Drew Brees. Those are your 2026 Hall of Famers. So Fitzgerald gets in first ballot. Was Kuechly first ballot or no?
No, he's been out there.
He was not. He was second ballot. Okay, so Fitzgerald and Brees.
You have that list of 15 up, right?
Yes.
Was Roger Craig on that 15?
Roger Craig was not on the. He was not on the 15. Again, they also had Craig, Ken Anderson, L.C. Greenwood, Belichick, and Kraft. And again, I don't know how that really works in.
Why did they do that? Because
I don't know.
It made it seem like it's supposed to be up to 5 of those 15.
I genuinely.
And then you could get guys drafted, chosen in.
Me, I know.
But they didn't do that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Kicker hater is great. I'm not a kicker. Again, I was a kicker myself. I was a punter, kicker.
Hater.
I was special teams, not a hater. I love kickers. I always highlight special teams whenever it happens. Big special teams guy. They're not Hall of Famers in my book. Again, I'm sorry, my standards are just completely up here and everyone else is down here. I apologize.
The best kicker all time. He's got to go in.
High standards for the beautiful game of football that I love and treasure, but I've been witnessing, and again, I'm not old. I'm not a boomer, Gen Xer. I didn't grow up watching football in the 70s or 80s. I was born in 96, but even I can acknowledge the game has deteriorated on the field, off the field with this dang stupid production of the honors, and now the Hall of Fame is now being deteriorated again. Not even putting Belichick in the first class, you're putting Vinatieri. Unbelievable. And Roger Craig. Unbelievable.
So Belichick is one of the best coaches of all time. Vinatieri is the best kicker of all time. So you want one but not the other?
Again, coaching is much. No, a kicker, again, only on the field. I mean, 6 or 7 times a game. That should not be a Hall of Fame player. Special teams should not be in. I'm sorry, my bar is up here, and I'm not gonna dip. It's gonna stay there.
But he's won so many games.
I understand everything you're saying. I get it. I totally understand.
I don't want many kickers in. I get that. There's not many kickers that should be in. But Vinatieri is one of them. He's one of them.
If you are going to put in kickers, then yes, Vinatieri would be one. I'll agree there. But again, I don't think they should be in. So there you go. There you go.
Flacco, of course, Flacco's got to wait 5 years. He's going to be waiting a lot more than 5 years.
Yeah. So would you agree that the class is pretty weak? I mean, again, I think Breeze solid, Fitzgerald solid, Kuechly solid. I don't.
The top 3 is solid. Yeah.
Vinatieri again. I disagree, but I get it. I get what you're saying.
Craig and Vinatieri weaken it quite a bit, but Breeze, Fitzgerald, and Kuechly, those guys, awesome. So they were dynamic on every play.
For sure.
On every play, they were amazing, to your point. So that makes sense. But Roger Craig, how many Super Bowls did he win? So maybe that's another reason.
Yeah, again, if that is a reason, I hate it. But again, I guess we'll start preparing the Julian Edelman bust for Canton very soon.
But I'm in the philosophy of just because you're the first person to do it, that really doesn't make you like Hall of Fame worthy because you were the first one. I mean, you were the first one. That's cool. But Marshall Faulk did it better. CMC did it better. And Craig, he was aided by those Niners teams. That were just...
So he went to he's a 3-time Super Bowl champ. He won
an MVP, right?
He was an MVP. I didn't know that. I don't think Cam Newton won an MVP. I don't think he gets in. He was only a 1-time All-Pro.
One time, yeah. See, I'm the big thing of All-Pros decide, Hall of Fame.
Yeah. 8,100 yards. Again, he had 4,900 receiving. So, again, all-purpose.
Justin Tucker.
McCaffrey has more all-purpose yards than him. I mean, are we putting Christian McCaffrey in the Hall of Fame now? I mean, he's Hall of Fame talent, Hall of Fame player. I don't know.
He's possible.
Edelman, what is it? Exactly. Again, you put in Craig, this leads to Edelman. I'm telling you, when we're in the year 2035, 2040, Julian Edelman's going to be now in the Hall of Fame because of Roger Craig.
He'll get voted in, 20 years from now.
It's ridiculous. Well, I guarantee you they were probably saying the same thing about Roger Craig. I think that's crazy. So the Salute to Service Award just went to Christian McCaffrey, so congratulations to him.
Do these awards count for Hall of Fame or no?
I don't think so.
What about Charles Haley? Is he going to be a Hall of Famer?
Charles Haley, I mean, he won a lot of rings, right, with the Niners and Cowboys.
Yeah.
Hester made it in 2 years. No, I understand he made it in. I wouldn't put him in. Again, is he the greatest kick return or punt return of all time? Yes, he is. But again, touching the ball 5-6 times a game, 6-7 times a game, doesn't mean you deserve the Hall of Fame.
See, Dakota says Craig completely changed the NFL running back. Yeah, like he did, but just because you changed it doesn't mean that you did it at an elite level for a long time. So, like, there's always somebody that changes some sport. You know, like Stephen Curry changed the game. He destroyed basketball because of the 3-point shot. So he's a Hall of Famer, though. But Craig is like, he changed the position, but I feel like it's got to do it at a higher standard, a higher level.
I could be wrong here. Again, you know, if you guys watched Roger Craig play back then, let us know. Let us. Do you think Roger Craig is a Hall of Famer? When you think back to Roger Craig, was he consistently like a top 5 running back in the 80s? You know, you can look at 80s running backs real quick if you'd like.
Yeah, well, you said one-time All-Pro.
One-time All-Pro. So that means
how many Pro Bowls?
He had four Pro Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mainly running league, but he was the receiver as well. Oh, hold on, sorry, you the fan of the years out there.
Yeah.
This guy he won't make it to next year. This guy looks like he's in his 90s.
Not, no. Sadly not. He is an older guy. Should have went to Dr. DeLay. That guy loves his Steelers, but also hates on them so much. Roger Craig was only a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Only had one time. He only had one 1,000 receiving yard too. So I mean that's also
and that was the one.
So that was the one. Again, he's the first one ever to do it, but he only did it once. Yeah, and I think the chat was completely correct in identifying that this is a weak class. I think you guys are 100% on it.
Now we should figure out which Hall of Fame class was one of the best. We can do a rankings of that in the future.
Yeah,
I'd have to
that'd
take
be
a deep dive at that. But yeah, that would be fun to do.
Devin Hester, the only person to have an opening touchdown, kickoff, Super Bowl, most kickoffs, punters, scared to even kick. I get it. Everything you said, I know, but I'm not going to put him in my Hall of Fame. Not doing it.
Jim Plunkett, a Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, and Heisman Trophy winner from Stanford. I don't know about Plunkett.
I can't do it.
Why is John Elway in and Plunkett? What? Of course we know why John Elway's in. Holy yeah.
John Elway is overrated. I'll be honest with you.
I actually agree with that. I don't know if you're trying to rage bait me, but I actually think...
I'm not rage. I'm not. I genuinely believe he's overrated. A lot of people actually saw a graphic. A lot of people hate on Ben for his Super Bowl. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger. Do you know whose stats are worse in the Super Bowl? John Elway. I think he only threw 3 touchdowns in all 5 or 6 Super Bowls. He threw 8 or 9 picks. Again, he's known for getting blown out. And he go on those rings on the back of Terrell Davis. Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah. Again, he had a great arm, but I think those are the type of stuff you'd hear with the Justin Herbert crowd today. Oh, this guy's talented. Oh man, he can make any throw. Well, John Elway could do that. And again, only really started winning until, of course, Terrell Davis got there. And Terrell Davis, of course, ran into the ground.
So many times. I feel like John Elway is like the LeBron James of football, because he makes it there and it's just like his team's carrying him or whatever. It's just
yeah. Yeah, it's I would agree. Again, he's good. I don't think he's.
But so many people love John Elway, then they hate on LeBron James.
Well, I don't like Elway. I mean, I like Elway. He's fine, but I don't like. I think he's overrated. I don't like LeBron. I can't stand LeBron personally, but I mean, I don't really care to talk basketball, to be honest. I'd rather talk about the wall in front of me that you can't even see. I'd rather us talk about that than talk about the NBA. I genuinely.
Well, can we see the wall? I'm kind of interested now.
Actually, cannot. You have to look at my older streams. You can find it.
Did you write LeBron on the wall? Can you do that?
LeBron is not anywhere close. Nowhere to be found in this house. Do you have a LeBron jersey? Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is.
But
Plunkett is not in because of his Mexican heritage. I don't know about that, Trisk.
He's not the GOAT. So I'm not going to go and entertain that argument, but...
Yeah, Michael Jordan, great. Yeah, he's the guy. Refs help Ben win at least one ring? Yeah, that's what everyone says. Name me a finals for LeBron. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You keep getting Elway and Gary Busey mixed up. That's tough.
What in the world? How does that happen?
It's probably the teeth, if I had to guess.
Man,
who is Offensive Player of the Year? I wish I knew, Davis. I wish they would tell us.
They're going to get to it in a couple minutes. Probably right after another commercial break.
Absolutely ridiculous. All right, so again, we can kind of go into another recap here. As far as the awards that everyone kind of cares about,
the flag football, start with that.
yeah. So Josh McDaniels won your assistant coach of the year. Myles Garrett, defensive player of the year. Tatoria McMillan is your offensive rookie of the year. Protector of the year. I don't even know if that cares.
No.
Joe Tooney. Comeback player of the year, Christian McCaffrey. And then coach of the year, Mike Vrabel. Hall of Famers were Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Drew Brees, Adam Vinatieri, and Roger Craig.
And
if you did not hear anything else,
Man of the Year Award, Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, and Fan of the Year with the Flag Football Award all happened during commercial breaks. So
yes, so those were very important. Looks like we're doing the Defensive Rookie of the Year now. So this is going to be interesting. I think it could be Nick Emenwari, who they showed first. I also believe it could be Carson Schweissinger from Cleveland.
Schweissinger.
So I think those guys, Schweissinger, whatever. I apologize.
I'm going with the Worry, but I don't think anybody really stands out too much from this one. So
I think those two are the clear ones.
I don't think Phil Carter. Like, I never heard about him all year. I didn't cover many Giants games.
Didn't really do much. James Pierce from Atlanta, and then Xavier Watts also from Atlanta. So those are your nominees for the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
All right.
Where did some of the highlights showing that look like a video game? They showed some Madden footage. It's pretty disgusting. They can't even get actual footage of some of these players.
Like, we can't find any good tape.
Tells you, like, really, again, it's the top two. Any of the other three win, it'd be shocking. Jason should be Offensive Player of the Year. Jason was really good. Again, for him, I either have him or Puka. I think those two were really just clearly the best weapons.
JSN. Yeah. I was more towards
Drake
Puka.
May. Drake May again. If Drake May doesn't win the MVP, it could be Drake May. Watch for that as well.
Oh, now that they got the people out there that are related to the people, and they're just going to talk about them?
Probably. All right, what we got in the chat? Because obviously...
I'm going to go get a snack.
Emenwari is an absolute game changer. I completely agree. He's amazing.
Wow. I think they have like over 100 people that are involved on this show. And this is... Maybe this. I don't think I've missed anything in the last so many years of them doing this. I'm sure they made it so much crazier in the last few years to try to make it entertainment. But man, this is rough.
Trisk taking another shot. I'm assuming at Elway. I could be wrong. Hey everyone, can we all collectively celebrate together that Ben Johnson was not the coach of the year? Oh wow, I'm sure
Tiffany good times. Come on,
rolling up the Bears fans. How long till everything gets announced? Your guess is as good as mine. They literally hate the NFL fans.
We'll get one every 10 minutes now since there's 3 left. So
and I think that's a good pace, yeah.
So we'll have like a 3-minute commercial break in the 10 minutes, and another 3 and another 3. So, yeah.
That guy's dad dying. Yeah, no, honestly, he does not look very well. He looks very pale. And he's very not exactly healthy. Hopefully he's going to be okay. This is your new First Take. Yeah, I don't know about all that. We're probably better than First Take. I would.
Is that show still going on?
Yeah, I want Stephen A. Give me Stephen A. We can debate on Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. Screaming A.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait for it.
Why so long? I don't know.
Who won?
Like I said, I'm 10 seconds behind, so maybe I'll see it. Again, it's either Emenwari or Schweissinger. There's no way it's either one or anyone else. Schweissinger wins. Carson Schweissinger. So there you go. There's your Defensive Rookie of the Year. So the Cleveland Browns being represented tonight, Myles Garrett and Schweissinger. So there you go.
Yeah, so the Browns are all defense with no offense. But hey, they have two award winners on the defense and a quarterback that made the Pro Bowl. So how about that? Two quarterbacks that made the Pro Bowl.
The Browns are stacked.
The Browns won
The
3
Browns are
games and they're winning
stacked.
all the awards.
They're really good. Goku's got, I don't think Mike Evans should be a first ballot. Here's why. He was always consistent, but never the best. He was always been top 10 in active players, but never, again, could get above that. What's your take on that?
Was it Mike Evans?
Mike Evans, yes.
Mike Evans, first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah. I would say no, personally.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, he's been consistent and solid. I feel like he's a, I don't want to say above average, but I want to say not elite, but for a really, like, here we go. Well, I'm going to go with like Derek
Frank
Jeter.
Gore.
Derek Jeter of baseball, who was like,
I don't know.
who played really well for a long amount of time, but he was never like, I don't think he was ever amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, I would, yeah.
He's not amazing, but he's really good, and he did it for a really long amount of time.
He's good.
Very, very, very showing up. He shows up all the time, like Derek Jeter. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would, again, I think of him as Frank Gore. I really do.
Okay, yeah. If you want to
I don't think of him as I don't think of him as a great player. He was a good player. Again, consistently really good. Again, I'm seeing again 10 seasons with the 1K yard. I totally get it. I totally understand. But I mean, look at the era that he played in. I mean, I can go ahead and just pull up his stats real quick. I mean,
you're gonna compare him to everybody else? I
mean, I can. I mean, not just mentally thinking.
10 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Yeah,
obviously,
that's the main thing.
A lot of 1,001, 1,004. He really had to barely get it going.
Yeah, they had to go out of their way to make sure he got it.
But yeah, I mean, so I personally think Davante Adams was better than Mike Evans. Again, maybe not statistically, but I think Davante Adams is just. I would 100% take Davante over Mike Evans.
I would say Davante Adams had a few years where you're like, watch out for this guy. Evans
never had that. Evans was never that top 5, top 3 receiver. Antonio Brown, again, played in his era. Everyone would
watch out for that guy. You're like, that guy's like, oh my God.
Yeah, everyone would take Julio. Even prime Odell, you would take Odell over Mike Evans. You would take AJ Green over Mike Evans.
When they got the wow moments.
You'd probably take DeAndre Hopkins over Mike Evans. I mean, there's so many receivers you would take.
Hopkins,
again, I'm just trying to think who played during these years, 2014 to 2025. I mean,
the guys that are like, oh, this guy was the best wide receiver in the league that year. Can you find one time where Evans was the best wide receiver? Because you got Marvin Harrison. Oh yeah, he was, the guy.
Yeah.
Mike Evans was never the guy. Randy Moss, bang. You just know it when you hear that name. You just know it. That's why I'm not a big fan of Anquan Boldin. People talk about him being a Hall of Fame. I'm like, what? Anquan Boldin? No. You hear the name.
Anquan Boldin over Mike Evans, personally.
What? Wow. Jeez, that totally drops Mike Evans down the list.
Yeah, but that's for me. Again, you guys can have it. Adams is getting it. I mean, yeah, probably not. But I think Adams is much more worthy than Evans. I mean, I personally would put Adams in. I think he's really that good. I think Adams, when he was at his peak, he was unstoppable. He's unguardable. Him and Aaron Rodgers together were just amazing.
Amazing, yeah. They were just lights out.
Again, appreciate you, Orv. I know you're barely hanging on, man. Again, you guys, we don't want to hold you hostage like Mike Tomlin holds his Steelers hostage.
We're going to get to the MVP award in just a couple minutes, so stick around.
Yeah, you'd think so. Or some more flag football awards. It's actually MVP for flag football. What time is the MVP? I don't know. Probably the last award, probably 10 minutes prior to 11 o'clock on the Eastern time zone.
Oh, so we got 2 awards left in the final.
Midnight at this rate, yeah.
27 minutes.
Surtain couldn't even guard Adams. Yeah, Adams is just good.
PS2.
What else is left to award before they announce the MVP? I think they have the Offensive Player of the Year.
And MVP, that's it.
And
the other ones are going to do during the commercial. So, the other little ones. I don't remember the Fan of the Year's name, and the other ones, they're just like, pew, see ya. They bring it up, they reel you in, and then they throw a commercial at you. So...
Yeah. So I would, yeah. So,
But let's go
just two
through
more
the
awards.
Offensive Player of the Year so we can get the chat talking
Yeah,
about who they
let's go.
think.
All right. So what you guys got here? What you guys thinking? So this is the list of the Offensive Player of the Year. The nominees: Drake May, of course, you guys know him. He's playing this Sunday. Christian McCaffrey, again, he was doing a lot, carrying that San Francisco 49ers team that just had everybody out essentially. Puka Nakua, again, arguably the best receiver in the game today. The reason it's arguably is because there's another guy you can make the case for, Jackson Smith-Njigba, who's also again up for the award. Again, both those guys, heck of a player. So it is a pleasure to watch them play this year. And then Bijan Robinson, who I think is the best running back in the game. Again, there's Derrick Henry, but I really would put Bijan as the best running back. He is up for the award. So Drake May.
James Cook.
No, I would pick Bijan personally. Yeah, James Cook's really good, top 5 back for sure. I don't know. I think I'd put Gibbs over Cook. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Cook led the league in rushing.
My statement stands. I would pick Gibbs. I would go May. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So the top 5 here again: May, McCaffrey, Nakua, Robinson, JSN. Those are your nominees for the offensive rookie of the year, or not rookie, the offensive player of the year. Sorry. Cook's good. Cook's good for sure, but I like Gibbs.
I don't know. I mean, I think Stafford's going to win MVP. Would they go Puka and then go Stafford? That's why I think JSN might get Offensive Player of the Year, then go Stafford as the MVP.
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking it could be a double quarterback thing, which would be really unfortunate.
A double quarterback?
Stafford MVP, Drake May, Offensive Player of the Year. But again, for me, if it were my vote, I would be picking one of the receivers. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, I think it could happen. But I'm hoping
that
for either
would totally
Puka
destroy the awards, because then we're just going to get a double quarterback every time.
No, I completely agree. It would just be the runner-up of the MVP.
They really need to make it official and say, hey, the Offensive Player of the Year is for a non-quarterback position.
Yes.
It's sort of like the runner-up, if you will.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. They're doing MVP, they have not.
Because when was the last time an NFL a defensive player won the MVP? Was it like Lawrence Taylor back in
probably
82 or whatever it
before
was?
My time. Before my time.
Before my time.
J.J. Watt should have won it one of those years where he should have won MVP and he didn't. This year he scored like a touchdown on the offense. He was doing it all, and they didn't give him MVP.
Yeah, because wasn't it when Lawrence Taylor won MVP? That's when he had the record of sacks. Because who was that? Chucky out there saying Myles Garrett MVP. Well, that could have been that kid. The only problem is the Bears weren't winning. I think the Giants had a solid team when Lawrence Taylor won that MVP.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Yeah, I mean, Giants went to 2 Super Bowls, I think, in the 80s or 90s. 3. I don't know. They were pretty good.
They beat the Broncos in 87, and they beat the Bills in 90.
Yeah.
The seasons, I think, were 86 and 89.
Yeah.
But they won in 80. I think it was 87 and 90. Where they squashed Elway and the Broncos 39-20.
Yep. So it looks like they have Barry Sanders out there. With
Barry Sanders.
Actually, don't even know
the
that
football
is.
right there.
But so again, those are your 5 nominees again. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and restate them for you guys. Again, we have May, McCaffrey, Nakua, Robinson, and JSN.
Well, we know if Drake May gets this Offensive Player of the Year, then it's Stafford for MVP. So I don't think that's going to happen.
2025 Musical Chairs Player of the Year. Probably, again, just random.
Musical Chairs, yeah.
Just random.
I'm going to go.
That would actually be pretty cool. We actually don't know. It was a 3-way tie, so we're going to have 2 chairs here. We're just going to go ahead and, and...
I'm going to go JSN. And
going JSN. Yeah, I mean, it's either him or Puka to me. I mean, Bijan again was really good. I'm going to go Puka. I guess I'll go Puka just to be on the opposite.
JSN, I think that's what he said. He butchered his name.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Offensive Player of the Year is JSN. Yeah, they totally butchered his name. That's why I say
Jackson
JSN.
Smith-Njigba is your Offensive Player of the Year. Well deserved. I mean, he's a stud.
Oh, they're going to the MVP now.
So congrats.
That's it. They just move on. They don't give him a chance. Oh, because he's in the Super Bowl, so he's not
playing.
there. They didn't make a video. They made a video for Vrabel.
Didn't want it.
He's like, nope.
No, sir.
And they said this was the closest MVP award. Well, the closest since what? Peyton Manning and Steve McNair got, co-MVP.
That's what I'm going to assume. So the MVP finalists, again, it's either going to be Stafford or May, but we'll go ahead and also include Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, and Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's not winning.
Yeah, McCaffrey. No, I don't think. Again, I don't
Lawrence,
think.
I think he did. He
had a solid.
Really well
he had a solid end of the year. Yeah, no, he put himself into the conversation with how he played. And then again, Josh Allen. I don't know why he's even on the list. To be honest,
they had to fill it.
Yeah,
they had to fill it with 5 guys.
They should have put Rodgers.
5 guys.
Too expensive.
And his 23rd QBR in the league. 23, 24.
MVP's up
QBR
next.
rating. Aaron Rodgers.
Are you talking a bunch of nonsense? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm going data, actually.
Data. Yeah, data's nonsense. Yes. Yeah, analytics and data has ruined the game. Exactly. I agree. Thank you. No one deserves it. Shouldn't give one out this year.
I
don't know about that one, Chris. I don't know about no one. Again, I think Stafford or Drake May have done a great job. I personally think it would be Stafford. I think Stafford would be the man of the year. Yeah, I don't even know. What they announced.
We got to see if they. What does the chat think? Do you think there's a chance that it's co-MVP? Think they're going to do that? It's been a while.
It has been a while.
They could do it.
But yeah, what do you guys think? You guys thinking co-MVP? Stafford and May share it?
Because I honestly think it's Stafford.
I think it's going to be one.
Or it's a co-MVP. I don't think May wins it outright. So I think it's one or the other. And I think they might split it. I don't know. I'm kind of getting that vibe with Jackson Dart saying it was the closest, blah, 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 blah. Maybe they might. It's so close. It was a tie. Oh, baby.
I personally like to highlight this comment here. Goku sharing his opinion on the Walter Payton Man of the Year. DK should win it. I think that's great.
Maybe we'll have a nice little DK Man of the Year, and or Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown of the Year. I think that'd be a great award.
DK's
and
I think
DK won that. I think DK won the 2025 Antonio Brown of the Year.
The Antonio Brown Award of the Year, Man of the Year, yeah.
They don't even put man, just say Antonio Brown of the Year, because he's
Brown of the
Year. The Antonio
DK
Brown
wins.
of the Year.
So he's like, I'd like to thank Antonio for this one, and me being an idiot.
Continue the Steelers tradition of just crashing out. Yeah. Fuma Fahama Fala.
I think they went a little too fast with these awards because there's 17 minutes left and we have one award left.
Well, that's where they got you. So I was kind of already preparing for it. They're going to go ahead and show the video and tease it. Then they're going to get to another commercial.
Oh, that's guaranteed.
You already know what's happening.
Puka's out there dancing, but he's got to be mad that he didn't win the Offensive Player of the Year.
Puka's went crazy off the field. He's definitely interesting.
George Pickens. Pickens is runner-up.
Yeah, Pickens. Again, another Steeler crash out.
Well, why is this? It seems like a theme with these Steelers.
Mike Tomlin. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, it's Tomlin's fault.
It wasn't too crazy before. Again, Plaxico, it was a little crazy, but didn't shoot himself till he went to New York. Hines Ward wasn't too crazy. I don't
No,
think.
Hines Ward was great. He was classy, I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, I think. I mean, again, it's a Tomlin thing.
But the one problem with Hines Ward is like everybody recognizes him as the best blocking wide receiver of all
Yeah, I
time.
think that kind of hurts him a little bit. No, he was great. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Again, he did all that. He had 12,000 yards on like a running team, on a run first team. I mean, that's very impressive.
Yeah, because he
He
helped
was,
block for that team. So
yeah. I mean, again, you put him on like the Rams or the Colts, a pass, throwing 550, 600 times a year. His stats would be so much
better. Didn't he win the Super Bowl MVP? Like, didn't he win one?
He's the Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl XL. Yeah, no, I think he's great. Definitely one of my favorite players growing up. So,
Class in '98 with
third
Peyton
round
Manning,
pick out of Georgia. Yep.
And Sean
really
Alexander
good.
and Randy Moss, right? Yeah.
Really good. Randy
class.
Moss was Yep.
Because I remember collecting football cards back in '98, and there's a bunch of good cards. Yeah, bunch of good gets.
Chris fan of the year should be Tiffany. Tiffany's great. Tiffany is great. Xavier Worthy deserves an honor. Yeah, I guess so.
Xavier Worthy. Oh, Steve Young, and who's that on? Who's that with her?
No idea. Celebrity. Again, I figure since you guys watch all the movies.
I don't know. I feel like
everyone here's a movie buff. It's like, oh man, you don't watch movies. So what do you even do with your life? Well, you guys don't even know who's on the screen. So come on. Come on. Who really doesn't watch the movies? I mean,
I don't have too much time. You know what? I haven't seen many movies in the last 10 years, like new movies. And I don't think I'm missing anything. But Scream 7 is coming out.
I don't do horror. Sorry. I watched the Iron Lung.
You don't do anything. That's redundant.
I watched the Iron Lung. I actually went to and saw the Iron Lung. I actually saw that a few days ago.
The Iron. What is that?
The Iron Lung. It's a movie. It just came out in theaters.
Well, my life is like teaching math to high schoolers and then watching football and then other sports, everything, and then sleeping. And
apparently you don't do movies. Apparently you were just complaining that I don't watch.
I used to do a lot of movies.
Now you're fitting it in. Okay,
I've seen a lot of movies, the classics, the movies you're supposed to see. But
I see.
Bang! There it is. Matthew Stafford, MVP.
Well, congratulations to Matthew Stafford. Again, I kind of figured that would happen. That makes things interesting for Matthew Stafford and his Hall of Fame chances.
Exactly. That is perfect on, the NFL honors. So he's got a NFL MVP, a Super Bowl win. Let's go. I wish he was in the Super Bowl, though. Yeah, he's building a resume. He's been doing it a long time too. Well, the thing that Stafford has is like he's got an NFL MVP, which Eli doesn't even come close to. Like, does Eli? I don't think Eli has any All Pros. I mean, Stafford. He's got to have an All-Pro, right? He's got this year. Stafford is dangerous. Nobody during the regular season. So Eli was never dangerous during the regular season. What does he have? 1 or 2 4,000 yards seasons? Like Stafford puts up stats. Yeah, but. Oh, yeah. Phillip Rivers. Well, that's a huge ring on it. Holy cow. Super Bowl ring. Wow. Anyway. Golden Corral deserved the Best Buffet Award. Oh, terrible. So, Stafford. Dilfer. But if you put Stafford's stats up against Eli Manning, it's not even close. Not even close. And he's doing it later on in his career. So it's. Yeah. Because, like, even Jacoby Brissett is throwing for tons. Like, all these guys. And then. It's. Well, who else? Who else is that? Like, Philip Rivers, after a game, he was actually looking decent after that first game. The first game was brutal, but yes, they could have beat the Seahawks. So it's like if you can't play quarterback at even a decent level, that's how bad you are right now. So it's like Trey Lances, so it's ugly. Back in my day, he's way better than Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, I'm not a Terry fan. I'm not a Bradshaw. I hate him as an announcer, or I can't stand him. I don't even want to hear that guy. Oh yeah. We got one more award. What are they talking about here? Which award is this? Oh, the Man of the Year? It's just straight up Man. Is this the Walter Payton Man of the Year? Oh, I thought they announced it. They're like, they teased it a long time ago. Everybody left. Everybody's going home. Everybody's like, all right, Stafford MVP. Who cares about the Man of the Year? Like, we're talking about football. We want football stuff. Like, the off the field stuff. Bobby Brister? Bobby Brister? Bobby Brister? That is insane. Bubby Brister. I almost, you know what? 2 years ago, I went to a flea market in Denver, and I almost bought a Bubby Brister jersey because it was pretty cheap, but it was a little bit more than I wanted to pay. It was pay for it. It was like 15 to 20 bucks. I'm like, no, no. If it was 10, I would have bought it to just have that jersey, but it was too much money for a Bubby Brister jersey. So I was like, no thanks. Oh man, Hall of Fame Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, he battled cancer a couple times. Yeah, it's rough stuff, man. Rough stuff. I don't wish him any anything bad happened to him, but like I just don't like his announcing. And I think he's overrated as a football player. Oh. Well, it's not everybody. It's a small amount of people that are. Well, we should find out. We got to know. We got to figure this out. We're gonna have to do the polls on the streams and just. Yeah, I've got to set one up for this one, but I don't think. Well, you just set them on YouTube, and then but yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, I missed the. I think they just showed the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Did I miss it? I don't think many people are, but yeah, everybody's going to take a nap, and they're like, all right, well, that was fun, but. Yep. But let's just recap the Hall of Fame there, delay and the MVP, the two main things of this whole thing. So that's what we came here for. That's what we wanted to see. And yeah. So the Hall of Fame class and the MVP, that's what I wanted to see most of all. So. Yeah. Those three I thought were locks. Yeah, I thought he was gonna maybe get voted in as not part of the five, as like that other guy. So that was kind of iffy there with that.
He's been. Is he
Sorry, I
playing with
lost you on the
Washington
vertical
now?
side.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I just brought you back in. Sorry. Yeah, if
Sorry.
I move like the little earpiece thing, the wire that moves that sends it haywire. So that's what.
Rhino,
what
you
it
just
was.
gotta, you just can't touch that wire. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, when
Just
I
can't
shift
do
and
it.
I move, it's like raw.
Yep, can't do it.
Nope.
All right, so the assistant coach of the year, Josh McDaniels. Again, I don't think that award really changed any of our lives. Defensive player of the year was Myles Garrett. I was a little disappointed it went to him, but again, sack record, I think it kind of makes sense. I think we're both understand that. I don't know who you were going with, Garrett. I can't remember.
Yeah, with the sack record, that seals the deal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was gonna go Anderson, but
Yeah, I thought it was Will Anderson, but I think it might be Houston, playing in Houston, which I know Cleveland's not much of a bigger
but
market,
the Browns had like the
know.
number one defense,
Yeah,
and it was because of Myles Garrett and sack record, so it makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Offensive rookie of the year was Tatori McMillan. Again, up and coming receiver in the NFL, playing for the Panthers. Again, got 1,000 yards with Bryce Young. Very impressive stuff.
And I felt like he was slow starting that year. I think like the first 4 or 5 weeks, it's like you didn't hear about him, but the end, he stepped up his game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. He kind of switched with Egbuka. Kind of stole his mojo. Exactly. Protector of the year again. Protector of the year was something Rhino was really looking forward to tonight. Joe Tooney won it.
Tooney,
he
baby!
was really happy with it. Comeback player of the year was Christian McCaffrey. Again, he's been battling injuries forever, and had a heck of a year. I mean, he was nominated for MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. So hats off to him. Almost had 1,000 year. Coach of the year was Mike Vrabel. Again, a lot of solid nominees, could have went to anyone, but Mike Vrabel, of course, taking over a team that went 4-13, taking them to the Super Bowl. That's tough to beat. It's tough to beat. Defensive rookie of the year was Carson Schlesinger. Again, I can't really remember how. I think I've said Schlesinger. It doesn't really matter. He's your defensive rookie of the year. Yeah, he's really good for the Browns. Browns have another stud on that side of the ball. They have a lot of studs on that side of the ball. Offensive player of the year was Jackson Smith-Njigba. Again, he's just one of the most dynamic, explosive players. I mean, it's like every time Darnold throws to him, he's open. I mean, his route running is unbelievable. I mean, he just creates and finds space.
Tom Brady was going gaga over his positioning and always.
Yeah. I mean, again, the first time I saw him play this year, which actually was against the Steelers, but really that game against the Buccaneers, I'm like, man, the Seahawks are really good, and Jackson Smith-Njigba is a big reason why. He was just amazing. It's 5 or 6 more years of that, I'm already putting him in the Hall of Fame. I don't care. MVP is Matthew Stafford. Again, that probably propels him to a future Hall of Fame
possible Hall
induction,
of Fame
or at least getting him to the finalists for sure. Definitely not first ballot.
Yeah,
definitely not first ballot. I don't think he should be first ballot.
Unless next year he goes and wins the Super Bowl or something, like a repeat performance. But that's unlikely.
Yeah. If he does that, I would say then you have.
The NFL Man of the Year was just talking. I don't even know who it was.
Bobby Wagner. You don't know who Bobby Wagner is?
It was Wagner?
Yeah, I just said that earlier. This guy. I'm talking to you, and you're not paying attention. What is this?
What was that? No. Oh, Bobby Wagner. Let me write that down.
It was Cam Chancellor. Cam Chancellor was your 2025. Yeah, ridiculous. But yeah, no. So Bobby Wagner, the MVP close. So I'm actually kind of curious. Were they released publicly already? Kind of curious.
Well, the good news is we all made it through. We're all still awake. Everybody's going to sleep now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody on both sides. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
You guys are the best. It felt good to be back with Dr. DeLay chatting it up.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, the MVP. He was not kidding. The MVP voting results, 24 votes for Stafford, 23 for May, 2 for Allen. Unbelievable. Stafford barely gets an MVP.
So they did release it by one. Not barely. Like, it was almost a co-MVP.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, that is unbelievable. King, you were correct. Oh, my gosh. That was close.
24 to 23.
That
wow.
is.
I didn't think it would be that close, but wow.
Yeah. Wow.
And then 2 people chose Josh Allen over those guys.
Probably Buffalo writers. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Get him out of here. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
probably people that voted for Roger Craig.
Who does that voting? That's crazy.
That's other sports writers. Again, it's just a lot of, I don't know. I think, again, we got to change the voting process. You vote for the best people. You don't vote for, again, Josh Allen. He had a great
the first half of the year, but I mean, kind of
those two were clearly, everyone kind of knew those guys. I mean, you should have voted for those
except those 2 guys.
What?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, except those. Yeah. That was pretty wild. Thought you had to win by 2, this guy.
So, but, it's like in any
Look at the Coach of the Year voting. Yeah, sure.
Any job, there's always going to be the bottom 2 guys that just have no clue what's going on in any field. You're always going to have the terrible doctors, the terrible teachers, the terrible sports writer. Like, you're going to have that, and apparently there's 2. The baseball writers. Like, when they don't have Ken Griffey Jr. being into the Hall of Fame unanimously. Like, who said, you know what? I'm not going to put Ken Griffey Jr. on my ballot. Like, who would? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, an idiot would. So I have a list. I mean, I don't know how much time you have left. I can kind of go over some of the voting here. NFL Offensive Player of the Year. JSN 14 votes. McCaffrey at 12. So Puka was at 8. So Puka was 3rd. Bijan 6. May at 5. So that was really close. I
didn't think McCaffrey would be that close. I thought Puka would have been closer than.
That was pretty shocking.
McCaffrey. Wow.
Same. So Schlesinger just kind of ran through 40 votes for him, 7 for Emin Wari. Not even close.
Wow. Okay.
Coach of the year was really close. So Vrabel had 19, Cohen at 16. So again, I was saying Cohen could be a sneaky pick there. McDonald had 8. Shanahan 6, Johnson with 1. So Johnson only got
Johnson
1
was
vote.
only at the bottom, and the fans in our chats are like, "Man, Johnson,
everyone
what
was
is
like,
wrong with you?" 1.
Everyone was Johnson, but
and
Johnson
it was that
finishing
guy.
last.
It was that one guy in the chat. He voted. He got the vote.
Yeah, I guess so. NFL comeback player was McCaffrey, 31, Hutchinson 9, not even close there. I don't even know if they have protector of the year voting. They don't, apparently. NFL offensive rookie year, McMillan kind of ran through it. 41 for McMillan, 5 for Shuck. Defensive player of the year, that was unanimous for so no one else got a vote.
Which one?
Unanimous for Myles Garrett.
Oh, wow.
Assistant coach of the year, McDaniel 17, Vance Joseph 10, Flores 8, Fangio 4, Kubiak 3. There's some other votes too. Burke had 3. Matt Burke, I'm not too sure who that is. It's not the center, it's someone else. Robert Saleh had 2, Anthony Campanelli 2, Aaron Cromer 1. I have no idea. So interesting. Okay, but that's crazy. So 1 vote between the MVPs and then the NFL Offensive Player of the Year was interesting. McCaffrey getting 2nd. That's a shock.
Indeed.
Which Puka's off the field stuff may have impacted that too. There's that. That could have done that. I don't know how much you know about that, but
yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't look into it too much, but I remember hearing a little bit of rumblings. Yeah, it's like I'm like streaming and working, and then I don't hear too much of the noise in between. So that's the problem with my schedule. So I miss those little things.
Yeah.
But anyways, make sure you guys like it up, sub it up,
like
hit
it up,
that
sub
notification bell,
yes.
Because we just stream all the time. We cover so much sports. If I'm not covering it, Delay is covering it, and vice versa. We're just doing so much stuff. It's crazy. So
yeah.
Make sure you hit the notification bell.
If you're still watching and you're not sub, make sure to sub. It's free. I mean, it's free to do.
It's free and fun to do. It's so easy. You just go click, boop, and
sub.
Part of the team.
If you want to unsub, well, I mean, everyone unsubs for me, so
it happens. It happens.
I get unsubbed all the time. Anyway, thank you guys. That was fun. I enjoyed this, Rhino. It was good to talk to you once again. It's been a while. That was fun.
I mean, I wish there was a better performance on their end. We did the best we could with what they gave us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, the NFL honors, that was disgusting. I don't know if Goodell, if you ever watch this stream, I know you watch all my stuff, Goodell. Terrible stuff. Absolutely terrible.
He darn should.
I don't know.
Well should.
You got it. I mean, it's again, I don't, they're just pushing stuff. They are pushing non-NFL things or, celebrities. And of course, again, just
on paper, it looks like it's a good, well put together show. But to a sports fan, that's not what we want to see.
I'm all football. I'm all sports.
Right?
If I'm watching an NFL show, I want to watch NFL stuff.
This what they're trying to do is they're trying to get the casuals like the Super Bowl, and that's not what they want to do here. What?
The Swifties.
And maybe that's what they're trying.
Yeah,
they're not getting the football fans, but this is for the football fans, not the Swifties, not the casuals, not the sometimes. But I guess they're trying to make that what that's about, and I think that's where they're going to lose a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to their core audience.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree. I mean, they just need to stick. I mean, again, they're not going to, but they should. Again, I could air out all my grievances.
Because who wants to watch this? The football, we want to. They got to be talking sports and football. I don't understand the other nonsense. You know what I mean?
I don't. It is nonsense. But
I tuned it out. I think you tuned out a lot of that too. Especially that first hour. We're talking about the sports content.
I couldn't even listen to it, but just looking at it, I can already tell there was just a bunch of stuff that I would have been annoyed with. And yeah.
What's up, Abraham? Oh man, yeah.
Soulless cash grab. Chris, you're on it. You know it, Chris. But yeah, I guess that'll do it. Again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure, again, like and sub. And again, we'll be covering the Super Bowl. So whether you want to watch it with Rhino or me or go back and forth, I'm not going to be offended at all.
And I'll also be covering the Puppy Bowl beforehand.
And yes, he'll be doing the Puppy Bowl.
If anybody's interested, I never covered that before, but hopefully it's better than this. Hopefully it's better than it, but I don't know.
Hopefully.
But we'll do a hangout. I'll be eating, drinking, hanging out with a couple dogs in my family, and we'll watch a Puppy Bowl together before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, that'll be fun. I'll probably pop in. What time is that? What time is the Puppy Bowl?
I think it's 11 o'clock my time, which is 1 o'clock on the East Coast.
1 o'clock Eastern. Okay.
And it's like a 3-hour thing, supposedly. But,
oh, jeez.
You know, I had my Magic Man. If you know Magic Man,
Magic Man.
Yeah. If you you got to cover the Puppy Bowl. He said this for like the last 3 years. I'm like, I don't even know what the freak that thing is.
Yeah.
And then it was at like 5,000 subs, and it was like 2 months away from the Super Bowl. I'm like, if I get 7,000 subs, I'll do it. And I got this like huge crazy push, and they're like Puppy Bowl, and I hit 7,000. So I said it, I got to do it. So.
Yeah. So I will probably tune in for a little bit, but yeah, good luck. I could never.
It's
but
gonna be rough, man.
To you again, congrats on 7K. I know I don't know what your goals are in the immediate future. I don't know when you expect to hit 8K.
I'm hoping we get to like 15K this year. I think.
I'm thinking that's doable.
Double what we have, you know.
Really depends. I mean, Chris has floated the idea of 20 for me. I don't know. That would be a crazy push at the end. I don't know. It really just depends how baseball and all this stuff's going to go for me. You know,
if baseball's huge, then the 20.
If baseball's huge, then 20 is possible. If it's the same, then 15 I think is really good. But definitely want to keep going. So obviously, this would be great to do.
But February and March is going to be light with what we cover. Like the sub rate is so small.
Again, I'm already like stressing out on it. Seeing all the numbers and all that. But yeah,
I think you got to just cover some more baseball stuff in March. I think that might boost
World
things.
Baseball Classic probably.
Yeah,
for sure. But
see what happens. All right, let's shut it down there, Dr. Delay. Because I got to eat. I'm starving. So. So tell us real quick your favorite quote from your favorite movie to send us off. And that was a great quote. One of the best around from his favorite movie. All right, people. Thanks a lot. You guys are the best around. We'll see you guys soon.
Peace.
Soon. Football day, all week, all year. Rising Rhino, Dr. Delay. Catch you guys later.